But I'll do it worse. If you want me to, I haven't done that, but if you want me to do that,
You gotta slap
I'm
his
gonna make
cheeks
sure
as well.
you don't ask for that shit again. I'm tying you the fuck up. You bending down, I'm holding your neck, and I'm going in.
What's going on here?
Basically, you gonna
Is it recording?
Yeah.
No, I'm blessed.
No. Oh, yeah, let's cut it out.
Alright, what's happening, people? Welcome to episode of the Free Shots Tequila podcast with myself, Marvin Abbey.
Tazer Black.
Keith's not here. Don't watch that. We've got some very, very special guests. Just let us know your name, ladies, and where you're from.
I'm Adasia, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, my name is Raina Love, and I'm from Miami, Florida.
My name is Erica Pinkett, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
And my name is Miasha Coleman, and I'm from Philly.
Okay, welcome, ladies.
Hello, welcome to London. How you lot enjoying it? Have you been to London before? Is it first time?
I went when I was younger.
That don't count though.
Yeah, I mean, but I remember it though.
No, you remember it, but you weren't able to do what you wanted to do. You might have been with a family member, or like you weren't really allowed to party or see the city. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas now you can see the city. So
Yeah, I like. Well, no, we did a lot though when I was little. Like we did an amazing race around London.
what do you mean the race? What, run with your legs?
Like
No,
The
you ever
treasure
seen
hunt.
you ever
The
seen the
treasure
TV
hunt.
show Amazing Race, where like it's these teams and they all run around and do different stuff around the
Oh,
city.
like they get like
Clues.
clues, and you got
So that's what we did. Like we did
sounds fun.
cricket, we made sushi, we did archery. It was a whole bunch of stuff.
you done more than us. And you
you?
live here, bro.
Right.
we live here. We don't do that shit.
That
Archery,
was
you know?
hard.
You
I've
had
done
a good
archery. You hurt your
childhood.
fingers, innit?
It was hard, yeah. And I was like in the sixth or seventh grade, so holding that it was hard.
How old is that? We don't do grades here like that.
What's sixth, seventh grade?
Like-
That's like
10, 11.
yeah.
Yeah, you had a
Oh, it's
real
like year
good
5.
upbringing.
So what do you
Bless
guys in
you.
middle?
Right.
Yeah, so over here we got primary school, secondary school, college,
So it's-
university. So our college is like high school.
Oh,
So secondary.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, their college is university.
Oh,
Their-
yes.
Your,
yes.
your college is our university. Your high school is basically our college, but it's like you have it all together. Secondary school and college for us is separate, but you kind of have high school is like our secondary school and college together.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Learn something new.
Yeah.
It's wild though because you have so many different age groups in the same school. Like we only have like it's 5 years, right? From your 12 years old to your 15, 16, that'll be the same school.
One thing I will say, though, from watching old school sitcoms and all of that stuff, you lot make college look
It looks fun, bro.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen.
in America, college looks
Yeah,
so...
everybody
You
wanted
can
to
drive
go
from
to
16,
college.
innit?
The
15, though.
parties, really.
Yeah, you say you can drive at
Yeah.
16. You can get.
Yeah.
Your
You
permit
can
at
get
15.
your
15,
license
yeah,
at
15, bro.
16.
Yeah, 15,
Yeah,
you
see?
can get your permit.
It looks so cool on TV, man.
It is depending on where you go. Everybody I know who goes to a HBCU though, they love it.
What's a HBCU?
Historically
black
black college or
college.
university.
You've got proper terms for it as well, you know. Okay. So what will be a HBU? Like
HBC.
Y'all never heard of HBCUs for real?
No.
Like
Yeah,
Clark Atlanta, Spelman, Morehouse.
I've heard of Spelman. I've heard of Morehouse.
Those are
Where
like
they
the
all
names.
are
Yeah.
HBCUs.
Oh, serious?
Howard, HU,
I think I've heard of Howard.
Yes.
So you've heard of the what's the proper bougie ones though?
Harvard.
Yeah, Harvard and
Oh, yeah,
and
Harvard.
Yale.
No,
Yeah,
those are
you've heard of those
not
ones.
They're not black.
Okay.
Those
They're
are
not black
PWIs.
What does
Yeah.
PWI mean?
You got all
Predominantly
these.
white institutions.
Wait,
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. And it's not like a disrespectful thing. It's just like, it's a
It's
No,
predominantly
no, no.
white
I'm
school.
saying that term. Yeah, is it term that you've made up as
No.
black
No,
people,
you said it's
or it's out there?
That's like
out
in
there,
America,
like
yeah.
a real
HBCUs,
term.
that's big in America,
Yeah.
though. Like, if you go to a HBCU, you're lit.
See, America's different. Over here, we would never have like someone saying you would have a college and they'll say yes, predominantly black.
Like
but,
white
but the
colors.
people who create the college wouldn't say openly, "This is a black college." Everyone, it's kind of like
Yeah.
you'll just go there and know, right? There's bare black people in there, but you wouldn't know unless you know. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, they gonna let you know. This
Yeah.
is black and this is white.
Do you guys do, like, fraternities and sororities out
no,
here?
we don't.
What?
We actually don't know.
Just do gangs.
That's basically what it is.
Same thing.
That's crazy.
No, but
Gang members that read a few books. That's
Right.
it.
But so it will be even in your colleges, you got like chess club, you got like this, that. We didn't really.
ACS,
Yeah, we didn't really have that. We just have a few, like ACS is for like
African Caribbean Society.
Yeah,
and
so
that was it.
we do a couple things, but generally speaking, we don't have what you have.
So what else do we have that you don't have?
I can say a lot of your things are a bit more advanced than ours.
Like,
A bit. Like Adacia was just saying how your trains are super bomb. I was talking about the taxis. Erica was talking about the different sides of the streets. Miyasha was talking about, like, all of you guys' stuff are, like, literally a little bit more advanced and better than ours. Just a
See,
bit.
the thing is, I think your streets are better than ours because of the space. Now, when I go to America, because remember, I drive here, and the steering wheel is on the right side.
Yeah.
So if I rent a car in America, the steering wheel's on the left side. So when I'm getting in the car, I have to remember, but it's easier to drive because the roads are so big. It limits my mistakes because there's too much space. Whereas in London, the roads are very small, like it's very...
Reminds me of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that a little bit, yeah.
yeah,
And
New
then
York
your
is tight,
wheels
man.
are on the opposite side, too, in the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, that was on the other side.
I mean, I've been to New York, I've been to Houston, ATL, and Miami.
Which one did you like the best?
It's coming. It's coming.
No, and you got to tell them,
I think-
tell them how old you are when you went to them
Yeah,
as well,
so I
'cause
went
that's-
to ATL when I was 23.
Oh, so okay.
It was it was
still
it
old
was
enough.
yeah. I think New York was 20.
19, just before
So I was
COVID.
30, yeah,
November.
30, and then Miami. I think same year.
Okay.
At Miami, same year. I went to Rolling Loud. There
Oh, I
was
know
a
you had a good
there was a
time.
shooting,
Yeah.
so I only went for one day.
He said there was a
Yeah,
Yeah,
just saying.
There you go.
I said, whoa, buddy.
Wait, what you said, Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
And then Houston, I went around. I think I was 28 when I went to Houston, but I went to go see my dad, so it wasn't like I didn't really get to
Go
enjoy.
out.
Yeah, but out of all four of them, I think I enjoyed Miami the most.
For real?
Yeah,
I'm from there.
yeah, Miami was lit, man. Miami was
Now I
lit.
can say it.
Right.
Miami was
And if
lit.
it's a shooting,
Right?
that's-
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
wasn't expecting that. I thought you were gonna say Houston or New York.
That's my next
She
stop.
loves
so.
Houston, that's why.
I love New
We just
York. I
came
like
from
the
Houston.
culture in New York.
Really?
But we didn't really
Do you know
float around in New York when we went.
Do
That's
you know what it is?
why.
I don't like the thing about New York. When I first went to America, I don't say first, but as an adult, I kind of went to New York and I was like, this is my city. Like, it's similar to London, whatever. But then when I went to Atlanta, I said, New York, you'll never see me again. Never again, bro.
So you liked Atlanta?
That's my place. But then I'm hearing people saying Houston is like, if you like Atlanta, you will enjoy
Yeah.
Houston.
Yes.
So on my next stop is Houston, but I'm still going back to Atlanta just before that, though. You know what I'm saying? So
Houston
but-
Yeah,
might be
y'all have to go
lit
to like
better than-
nightlife.
Yeah, they say
Serious.
it's basically the
It's-
new Atlanta.
it's
Like when
definitely
Atlanta
better
was
than
in
Atlanta.
its prime,
The food
Houston
was
is
really
now
good in
that.
Houston,
Serious.
too.
Stuff closes at like 6 a.m.
And I heard there's like a lot of Nigerians as well in Houston as well.
Yeah, that's why I
apparently.
want to go. To be fair, just fit right in.
Oh, you're Nigerian?
Yeah. Wait, what does that mean?
That's good.
Why is that a good thing?
Because
Y'all
y'all make
cool.
some good jollof rice.
All right, cool. So we're gonna get into the game, yeah. This game is bottoms up, X-rated.
So that means, ladies, you need to grab your cards because you need to choose a question for us.
Yeah. So I'm just explaining the rules for those who are listening in. We're playing bottoms up, and what we've done is we've split the deck, and the ladies have half of the cards, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna read it out to try to catch us out. We're gonna read ours out to try to catch them out. If they've done it, they drink.
Whoa, whoa. Don't-
If we
got
did it, we drink.
Now, one sec, let's stop the game because that laugh there was a bit like, I've got these, I got these niggas now.
I can't play this game.
But that bad?
Yeah, remember that's for us.
No, that's for us.
Oh, okay. I hope y'all ready.
No, but where's
Also,
y'all
these
ready?
questions we got.
No,
we
but once
asked.
everyone's
asked
read, then
them.
no one just
Say
kind
yeah.
of.
Well, shit, they got the same kind of questions.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
They
So
questions.
this is just to loosen us up, yeah. If you don't want to answer the question, your whole team have to drink. And if you want to elaborate and tell us a story based on the card, feel free. So who's gonna be the first card? You lot nominating.
Do we go first?
You guys start. This is
Nah,
your game.
ladies first.
You got manners.
Okay.
Go ahead, Erica. You've been
I mean,
this
you
card.
gonna have to be warm.
Just come on.
No,
Y'all gotta warm it up
I get
before we
her,
get this
she's
question.
saying that like that card is so ruthless
hot.
that we
if
gotta
you
warm
tell
up
the
a
truth,
little.
It's gonna be
Okay.
ruthless. Everybody gonna lie.
Okay, well, mine is real easy, so let's start with mine. Drink if you've ever had your card declined on a date. Go ahead and take the goddamn
Let's
drink.
be honest
cuz-
here.
Nah, I haven't, you know.
I've never.
'Cause I wouldn't go on a date.
Yeah.
And
No, but
if
it
my
be
card,
accidents.
But it could
they
be
oh,
like you
Nah.
gotta authorize. You gotta authorize the payment.
The thing is with me, I can't have that kind of embarrassment.
They
Yeah.
probably
I'm
don't
saying?
have that system
pay
over
the
here.
cash.
That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that
That's-
America
I'm not
got.
going out if I can't afford it. You know what I mean?
And over there, it's different because in the UK, everything's chip and pin. If you put a card in, you got to press your pin. In America, you give them your card,
You got to swipe.
they take it away. You come back, you sign it, bro. Then there's tip, whatever. You're like, tip. And you got tip as well. We don't tip here.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no?
like that.
No, we don't tip here.
Them
If you
tips,
tip
boy.
if you want to, whereas over there, like if you don't tip, people look at you like, how can you not tip?
They do
Yeah,
automatic gratuity too.
Yeah, but here you can decline that.
What's the percentage in like? What's the average tip?
20%.
20%.
I was gonna say, yeah, lounges, it's like 18, 20.
of
And
your whole bill.
sometimes if you don't tip, they remind you, hey, the tip is not included in
I'm
the
like,
bill.
well, you didn't do a good job, sis. The tip is do better.
But then it's a lot of people too who get drunk, not realizing that there's already a gratuity on there.
Yeah.
And they tip
That
on
be
top
extra.
of the
That
gratuity.
always
That be
happens.
sometimes
I'm a
guilty
good
of it.
tipper. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
always,
Even
yeah.
if they fuck up, I just feel
A
so
generous
bad. I
tip.
be
Yeah,
like,
like, all right,
let me
sis.
just make her day.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing some of them get like $2 an hour and that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's the
And because they
thing.
get like the $2 an hour, your tip, they need your tip.
Right.
But they
Oh,
make
that's
good
different.
money.
But in
off
Miami,
tips.
that's illegal. Like from $2 an hour, that's illegal.
Serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's how they be paying them. That's why they rely on tips.
It be like that in
Or I
Atlanta
be the
though.
one.
They get paid like $2, $3,
I
but
would
they
always
make good
give
money
it
off
to
of
charity.
Here's against the law.
Like even at the strip club, like Rick hated because I give so much money. If you give me a sob story, you're getting the money. You don't have to shake
You
your
don't even
ass.
throw it. You just hit
Job, let me get a new job. Me,
Sob story.
It's a line.
How'd you get to that stage
I
where
like-
they're telling you a sob story?
In a
They
strip
do
club.
it all the
Oh,
time.
wow.
They
You
will
meet a
come
girl
to
today in
DMs.
Atlanta. Tomorrow
Yes.
she's asking for her rent. I'm telling
Yes.
you.
Is it for rent?
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Absolutely.
Swear to God.
How many girls
Stay
rent you
in
pay?
the UK.
How many girls rent you
Stay
pay?
here.
You know me.
You can't afford
But
the
as
property.
a
I've
woman
heard
too,
eviction,
I
I've
think
heard
they
Yes.
just feel more
Yes.
comfortable venting
Atlanta,
to
they
like
meet you
another
today
woman.
and tonight.
Like,
They're
let's
like,
say
well,
I go
you
to
got
the
a place
club
for me to
with a
sleep.
group of guys. The girl is gonna tell me about her problems, not all
Right.
the
They're
guys
gonna come
there.
to us because they know that we gonna feel sorry.
Oh, and they promote their business. I do lashes. I do hair on
They
the
do that as well.
side. Let me do your
They're
hair.
on
Let
that
me do your
over there still.
lashes.
They let you know over there still. Like whatever they do, when you meet someone in America,
They're telling
in
you.
certain places, Atlanta, whatever, they will tell you everything. Like when they meet you, oh, by the way, I do this, I do that, I got this business. It's good over there.
Networking,
Yeah,
yeah.
hustling.
Getting the hustle on,
Hustling.
bro.
They never know who you're gonna meet and like what I might be able to do for you and whatever. But yeah,
All right, cool. I'm going.
warm them up though, because remember that they it was easy for us to that.
All right,
that one
cool.
still.
Drink if you've ever been stood up on a date.
Crickets, boy.
I be flaking. though.
I
I'm not gonna
flake.
lie.
I flake.
Oh,
I flake.
Like
That's
last
not
minute.
nice.
No, not even like to be petty. It's just sometimes you think you want to go out, and then like you
nah.
in your bed, and
Nah,
it's kind
nah,
of like
nah.
I
You
don't want to
can't,
go
you
out.
can't, you can't do that. So let me get, all right, so me and you were talking. We're like, all right, we're gonna get on Friday. You're in your house on Friday thinking, God damn, this bed comfortable.
But that's how I know I
And
don't
you
like you.
and you
too,
will come
though.
out. I'm
If
serious.
I
Yeah.
flake, that means I'm not feeling you
Yeah,
already.
you wasn't excited.
Yeah.
But how did it? How was the date like confirmed? Did he just hit you up and say, "Yo, you free on
Yeah,
Friday"?
some people get your Instagram. They'll be like, "Let's go out." Da, da. You're like, "Okay, cool." Because in the moment, you might be like, "Why not?"
Why you just say if you're not feeling the dude, just
Say, I'm
say
not
no,
feeling
I
it.
don't want to come out, man.
But sometimes you don't know you're not feeling him till a couple days later, and it's like, these conversations have no substance,
Yeah.
and it's boring. I don't want to go out with you no more.
They want a serious convo before the date, you know.
All right, so what happens if you see that guy out now, you flaked him, and then you see him out and he's living life, like the table's silly, he's got jewels on,
Silly.
you see him with a nice car, and you're like,
I missed that.
oh my God, dude, I flaked. What happens then? Do you go back in the DM and say, oh, I was tired that day, or you just charge the game?
Chug it to the game.
Yeah, you gotta
Because
charge it.
honestly, looks can be perceiving too. Somebody can have a chain and all that, and then it's nothing in their bank account.
It's fake.
Jesus.
Yes.
True.
Or,
That's true.
This
you know,
is
they don't
very
even have
true.
a bank account.
This is very true. Welcome to Atlanta.
You do see that a lot in Atlanta.
It's like
Captain Hook.
No, women are ruthless. 'Cause even in Atlanta, when I went to one club in Atlanta, I can't remember where it was. Anyway, there's like an upstairs part, and we had a table, whatever. I'm talking to a girl, we're vibing. Then her friend was sitting on the couch. She was talking to another guy, and whatever. So talking to her friend. I said, what's wrong with your friends? I said to her, you all right? You want a drink, whatever? She goes, nah, I'm cool. Then her friend's like, oh, she's looking for a dude. And I'm like, but you're just talking to one. She goes, nah, man, he's changed fake. I said, what? Brother, the way she said it, I was like, wow, okay.
How did she know?
Fake. I don't know. She just said that he's changed fake. Maybe she like...
You can tell.
She might have felt, it
especially
or
at
something.
night when the lights are off. If it's not dancing a little bit, it's kind of like.
But they got the ones that dance now, girl. They be. They got the ones that, and right in the middle of the ball, girl. Right.
So wait, how do you vet the guy when you meet him? What do you look at?
And what do you want? And what do you want from the conversation for you to say?
This is an initial conversation, by the way.
This is going to engage me to come out on the Friday. Like, what does it need to say? Is it like not a spiritual conversation, or is it more like intelligence? Is it
funny?
Intelligence.
Funny?
Is dope.
What is it? Oh, you
Intelligence is dope.
Man, I've been trapped by intelligence.
Intelligence is dope. But not
Like,
fake intelligent, not fake deep, but like genuinely intelligent. You could tell when a guy's like asking questions about you and what you want in your future and stuff like that. So
On the first conversation?
yeah.
No, I think when I first meet them, I
you
have to be
doing?
attracted
Who
to
are
them.
you?
And
What
that's
you
how
do?
the conversation started to get my number, And it depends on the conversation we're having after I give them my number if I'm going to continue to pursue whatever the situation is, because they can be boring. They cannot have no kind of conversation, or they can be saying all the right things, and that too is a red flag. So
we can't win.
Yeah, like...
Wait, hold on.
I think flirting is always good. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you're attracted to him, if he's flirty with the
Right.
conversation,
Right.
and then like funny for me. Like,
Right. And not
be,
like,
like,
too much
flirty and
flirt. Just
funny.
like
It can't be too sexual in the beginning.
yes,
not
because that's
sexual.
creepy.
Gosh, that
Not
happens a
sexual.
lot.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
creepy.
God.
Yeah.
Like compliment.
But I don't
Yeah,
like dudes to
yeah.
approach me.
Why?
I like to approach.
give you some eye
What?
contact.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Do,
Yes.
do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what's
Why
mad?
am I drinking and I ain't do nothing?
In this one room, yeah, we've had like how many different like. If guys are listening to this, guys are
Confused.
If
If I'm not
guy-
taking notes,
if a
like-
guy's got a notepad, he's like, wait, hold on, what's that now? Because you're saying I don't
I
like
feel
guys
like
approaching
guys
me.
don't
I
be
like guys
having a
approaching
clue.
me.
Like 9 times out of 10, if I were to go out with somebody, it's because I approach them first. And it's not even on like I'm trying to talk to you or I'm trying to flirt with you. I'll usually just say something subtle like, you have nice skin, or
Oh, so you give
I
him,
like your smile, or something like that, and then it turns into a conversation. But I don't know, I like the quiet ones that don't really say too much. Like, that's my vibe. As opposed to, like, the loud one that's... Because usually it's the loud one that, like, comes up to you. And it's like, hey, babe, da-da-da-da.
you're like the fifth girl.
You
that
like, what's
night.
up with your
Yeah.
friend in the back? He
Girl,
quiet.
that's something I will tell men
Mysterious.
who are listening. Girls like the quiet guy.
Wait, no, wait.
Oh
Are we
my
all
God.
in agreement
That's
with
the
that?
that's
Yes.
a unison agreement.
More
I
observant and
Okay.
more
Yes, the
chill,
calm
not
one.
too hype. Don't do the most.
Don't be
Not
the one on the
extra.
table twerking.
Yeah,
don't be the
be
one on the
extra.
table twerking.
On the
on the
table,
table
twerk?
twerking. No,
That's
no.
that borderline twerk now. That borderline.
Wait, ATL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the bottles, hey, that I don't want you. Where your friend in the back? In the corner.
I think, too, is
Because
because
them
I don't
the
know. I
ones that
never
don't
want to
even
be
buy the bottles.
Yes.
This
focused
nigga
on
I
that-
like
the
that.
nigga
I
that
don't
bought the
want you to
bottles
always
is
be
chilling
focused
in
on
the
what you got
cut,
going
and
on.
y'all
Give
niggas
me.
is
If that makes sense.
That's the one. That's the one.
Me.
So you. All right. So what have you heard here? So we've heard you want the quiet guy. You don't want the loud guy twerking on the table. Even though guys, I don't know if guys are twerking. But
I don't know, maybe
in
in
London
ATL.
guys don't twerk, but maybe in
Slightly.
ATL.
They be performing.
Erica just got a
Then what else was
grudge.
there? You were saying you
Maybe.
prefer approaching guys.
They be doing a
No,
lot.
not approaching guys, but you prefer to like drop a seed, as in like,
Yeah, I prefer to go up to them first.
yeah, okay, cool. And then you were saying you like smart guys, but I mean guys who, yeah, smart, but they've tricked you in the past, so you don't want that no more.
No. That's all you remember. Everything else I said.
She said she got to be attracted.
I
No,
gotta
you
be
said that
attracted
first,
to
yeah.
the person. And then the conversation and the chemistry,
from
you
there.
see where it goes. If it doesn't go nowhere, then yeah, block the number. Oh my God, I don't remember, my phone broke. If it works out, then you continue.
Brother,
Wow.
the game is vicious, bro.
Also, when let's say you've gone out on a Friday night and he's taking your number, how many days till he calls you?
Depends on my schedule. We're very busy women. So
No, I think what he means by that is
What?
like, for example, some guys will say, do you know what? If I message her today, it's too eager, I'm too thirsty. Let me leave it for like a couple days. I think he's saying, how
Oh,
many?
do we have like
what
a
do you
cutoff?
prefer?
Like,
Yeah.
you don't call me by date.
Yeah,
Like,
so how
what
many-
would you
yeah.
prefer?
Oh, I prefer when I give you my number, you shoot me a text, send me your name so I can lock it in, so that way I know future-wise when you hit me up who I'm dealing with instead of who is this or what's
Yeah,
going on. Just
yeah.
send me your name. You asked for my number now, I lock it in. We ain't got to talk right now or hold a whole or get married tomorrow, but I want to know at least who's going to contact me when he's ready to contact me. I
Your
may forget
real
his
name, not the
name.
street
I may
name.
forget, yeah. So
Your real name.
You say not the real name.
Your real name, not the street name,
Yeah.
not Blicky with the sticky. Like,
You know what?
and his name is Paul. It's like, come on.
Paul Johnson.
Blicky the sticky, you know.
Nicky is a sticky, you know.
Okay, all right. You got son.
Oh,
It was nice. Drink if you ever had your ass eaten.
Damn, you.
She went straight for the juggler, boy.
Not all at once.
What?
That wasn't the
for
one.
them.
That's for them. I put the other one back.
Sis, that's for them, not
Oh,
you.
the
You
girls
gotta
in
expose yourself.
London.
You ain't gotta expose yourself.
I've had it done once.
they drink. I love the
Okay.
honesty. I give you guys
I was
that.
thirsty.
Oh, they do that.
That sounds first.
I was thirsty.
I had it done
That
once.
was honest.
Yeah, everyone was talking about it, and I thought, you know what? Let me see.
It's a new thing over here, though. Everyone's it's kind of like
Girls do that?
girls love doing it.
I thought
I've
that
heard.
was like a guy.
I've heard.
I've heard it.
Oh, you don't do it, no?
No.
But I thought you lot started that.
Yeah, you lot started over there.
What's that Jenny Aiko song? Gonna be the
Wait.
groceries.
Yeah, eat her booty like groceries.
Oh, you don't return the favor?
Yeah.
But
No.
you gotta eat it. Like,
Yeah, he was talking about her.
She was talking about getting hers ate.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah.
Really, she didn't make it clear though.
She said you gotta eat the booty like
Exactly,
groceries.
the booty.
No,
Not mine.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
she said you gotta eat the booty like groceries,
Yeah.
and you gotta keep these
I don't remember that.
away
other
from
bit.
me.
Okay.
You supposed to know Janae?
That's my long lost mom.
Did you want to elaborate on that story with your cheeks getting eaten?
No, I didn't.
Your
drank.
cheeks getting eaten. Damn.
Getting spreaded like bun.
Bun and cheese.
Banana
Bun
split.
I can't.
No, I want to
Bun
know,
and
would y'all do it
cheese.
again though?
Bun and cheese.
That's the real question. Would you
Would I-
do it again?
Would I get it done again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be honest.
No, but if for an
Yes,
additional
he
question, then
would.
that means we all got to drink. If it's an additional question,
You
can't
the
make
rules.
that
Make up the
No,
rules.
no,
We
no,
go
no.
ahead.
This is the
because
slowest
I'm
game
saying-
I've ever seen in my life.
No, listen. My
Oh,
client,
this
your
game
client,
is
you're
going slow.
misleading my client. If you ask an additional question, everyone's got to drink. It's got to be fair.
Okay, well let's start that next round.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah, that's
time.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, no, I say es hombre. Go ahead. Talk.
Oh, what was it? Okay.
Go ahead, talk.
What was that?
Spanish.
Would I get it done again? Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm open-minded.
Okay.
I haven't done it though.
You just said you
He,
did.
no,
No,
he
I've got it done to me. I
he
haven't-
got his
yeah.
ass ate.
You didn't eat the ass.
No.
They ate
He's
your
not the
ass.
munch.
Yeah,
She's the
yeah,
munch.
we got the bun.
Well,
That's
which
the
brings
new
me
term,
to my
munch.
next question.
No, it's our turn. It's our turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
So
but
slow down.
you
Slow
gotta wait
down.
your turn. You're like, everyone's got to
Slow
go
down.
again.
Slow down.
He said everybody has to go again before you go.
Yeah. Drink if you ever fantasized about someone else during sex.
No.
Okay, that's one. That's two.
I'm
Never-
a married woman.
Even if she has, she can't drink.
She ain't, you ain't
No.
getting me like that.
No, they have a real love story though. They've been married.
Oh my
for a
God,
long ass time.
Adeja. What's the next question?
They're just goals to me. Like,
How long? Ages?
talk your
We're
shit.
gonna be celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary
Oh,
in
dope.
June.
Oh, round
And
of
we've
applause
been
still.
together for like
Them drink
a
chat ones.
million years.
Yes.
So,
Since they were
I'll take a
kids.
shot for that.
Since they were
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
y'all.
Black love.
He wanted
Black
to
love. Black love matters.
20 years.
That's right.
20 years.
Yeah, in June.
It's possible,
It'll be 20
guys.
years.
That's beautiful.
So
Here's to another 20.
to the ladies that drank, nah, I need to know. Someone has to tell me a story.
No, that's another shot. You have to take a shot if you want to ask.
exactly.
somebody.
That's
No,
like
you can't use my rules. No, that's what I'm saying.
additional question.
See women. Nah, see,
No, but I
so-
did
so-
say-
make the
so-
rules.
so-
No,
so using
no,
my rule
no,
and
but I
flipping
did
on
say
me.
in the
Oh, yeah.
beginning.
In the beginning, you said if
Elaborate
you
on the
want
story.
to elaborate on it.
Yeah, feel
He didn't
free.
let you until.
Yeah.
No, that's something else. I said if you ask an additional question,
So
we got a
basically-
drink.
Okay, so
but
you can tell your story.
But you can tell your story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you
Right.
asked
If
something
they ask you
else.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
So why were you thinking about someone else during said session?
Or was it on purpose? Did it, or maybe it just flashed in your head like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
Well, they were doing something that somebody else did better. That's why.
Oh.
Like, damn, I wish that person was doing it. Honestly, that's what happened. That's what happened. That's all right, but I wish
Life is
somebody
rough,
else
man.
would
Yeah,
do it.
kind of
They
mine
used
was
to-
mine was a waste of time. It was like I could have been.
Boy, they used to.
I could have a
Do you
question.
ever think a
I
girl?
was gonna ask. I was gonna say, all right, if you have sex with a guy and it isn't what you wanted, do you still count him on your body count? Or you're like, do you know what? I'm forgetting that guy. He's
No,
not
you
on my
stop
count.
him. This don't count. And if you tell somebody, I'm gonna tell them what you did. Nothing.
Oh wow.
Yes.
It
Keep it
counts.
to yourself. It
It
does not
It
count.
counts.
Like I said,
I was just like,
It don't count. You better not tell nobody it counted.
Don't tell nobody, but
You better not tell nobody it counted.
I saw that.
do you reckon some girls have cut you off the list?
for what reason?
Terrible performance.
We're coming up short.
I don't know, mate. I don't think so. You never know, to be honest, but I don't think so.
Okay.
What about you, bruv?
I don't like. It's true. I don't know. No one's ever told me that. No, that was
But I
terrible.
think the difference is, do you care?
Because you still hit.
You said it, not me.
That's what it is
But that's
sometimes.
how I think men be thinking. They don't care. They hit. So.
But I think a lot of guys, I think you're supposed to go into it to say, do you know what, I need to perform today, like as in, because I don't know who's going to hear about this. So if people do hear about it, they got to hear good news, like good reviews. You know
But
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
share what you like, or do you just assume that he's gonna know?
No, if
You
he's
tell him.
biting the clit, you
Oh,
got to
whoa.
elbow him real quick in the back of the head.
Nigga, this he's a munch for real.
This ain't a munch for real.
like it's okay.
That's it.
Okay, well, can you guys be honest? Because you asked us a question that wasn't on the card. Have you ever performed differently based on the woman you're pursuing? Like, this is a bad girl. I have to bring in some rude boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've done
yeah.
that before.
And
Yeah.
have you ever seen a girl like, oh, she okay, I'm just do a little
No, I think there's a baseline performance that you know you have to. For example, like I used to do a thing anyway, where like I put music on. So I'm like, yeah. So that's my timer. As in, it's got to be at least 4 or 5 tracks. Then I'm like, I'm cool. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let us know. That's how y'all feel.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Does the time matter though?
No, it doesn't matter. I can't be.
No, because if it's 20
Not
minutes
all
of
the time.
shit
I don't think
or
time matters.
10 minutes of
No,
good.
To
no,
me,
no.
it does. If that shit is like less than a minute, the fuck.
No, I
If
couldn't.
you
Well,
let
that's
me come
different.
in
Yeah,
less
that's
than a
Time
different.
minute,
matters.
That's
like,
different.
Listen,
That's
no,
different. If he
she's
come,
saying
if he
if
come
the
in less than a
line
minute,
comes
that's
that fast.
Oh.
Not true.
No, but
act
some-
like you don't know me, like you never met me a day in your life. Don't even, if you see me walking, walk on the other side of the street. I'm going to give you little dick energy eyes.
I do feel like there's too long though too.
yeah, they can be too long.
Like,
Yeah, too long and it's all dry. Yeah.
like I want some Gatorade or something now.
Mouth will cry that.
Starting to get swole.
Because honestly, from God's perspective, it's a lot of things out here. You know, he could be on a pill, last a little longer than what, or the poo could be a little dry, or I feel like a good time is like 20 minutes is cool.
Exactly.
Like,
That's about five.
average.
That's about 5
Foreplay and
tracks.
stuff.
Nah,
because
it's
20 minutes
foreplay.
straight
Quick,
penetration.
But like foreplay, you know.
Does that
Okay.
include
The
foreplay as
whole
well?
thing.
I don't.
Yeah,
The 20 minutes include foreplay.
Nah.
20 minutes can't include
No,
foreplay.
I'm talking about
Well,
the
it
actual
just
deed.
You
depends
have
on the
kids
night,
and
though. Like,
shit.
if you're just trying to get
You
to
need them
it,
quick
20 minutes might be
like-
worth.
Oh, yeah.
No, if you want to
yeah.
get to it,
But if
yeah.
it's like
Trying to
love
be-
making, then of course it's longer because I'm focusing on you, you focus on me, and then we do our thing. But
Yeah.
if it's just like, ooh, after the club, 20 minutes sound about normal.
And I
I
think
feel like drunk sex be feeling longer
Right.
than what it is.
Then what it is.
You be thinking
Yeah.
it's been 30 minutes, and you
been
look
5
at
minutes,
like
you
one
know.
song.
God damn,
Right.
3 minutes and
that's that
33
one song.
seconds.
Both of y'all tired. Both of y'all tired. Like it's the 5th song.
But as a man, you know when you're about to give lackluster performance.
Nah, I don't know.
But you know, bro.
No. I'll rather not go.
No, I'm saying you're in it and then you're about to, do you know what I mean? And then you know it's the same song.
Oh yeah, definitely.
assuming
Yeah,
you
but that's when
kinda
you gotta
quit.
like, you have to give a second round. Like you have, like you can't leave. You have to just relax
You
and then
stay
go
here.
again.
Keep
You
her
have to.
hostage.
You have to.
Keep it hostage.
No.
Because if she
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain of this ship.
So what do you do in between though?
You got to hold a conversation, bro.
you better order her some
Thirsty,
Uber
you want
Eats.
some
You
juice, some
better
Uber
keep
Eats?
her.
But I say you want juice?
You
You
hungry?
better keep her engaged, rude boy.
Let me tell you what happened to me when I was 5.
You could do that.
Nah, I ain't trying to tell sub stories in between.
No, but you just got to keep her engaged until you're ready to
Entertain.
go
A girl
again.
just
and then-
hand her the TV remote. Like, yeah,
I
put
can't
on
lie to you, I
whatever
just
you
be
wanna
stroking
put on.
cheeks, man. Wait till it gets hard again.
Stroking cheeks.
Yeah, man. And also, do you not know, yeah, that whatever you did before the first time, you can't do for the second time. So let's say, for example, you turn me on by just like kissing my neck or whatever. That's not going to turn me on for the second
Yeah,
time.
it-
You've got to do more.
It goes up.
So then that means y'all can never be
You never be
satisfied.
satisfied.
No,
we
we
can, we
but it's
can.
like within one or two
you
rounds.
saying like don't use everything in the first round?
No.
No. So basically, for example, if you go out and you come back to the guy's apartment or he comes back to yours, already in his head it's go. He's like, you can just touch my knee and we're ready to go. But after the first nut, you touching my knee, that's not enough.
Yeah,
like
we
we
need
need more because
Something
it's more
else
intense. Yeah.
exciting.
Because this is
I can see
different.
that. It's kind of like when you first meet somebody, like those butterflies you kind of feel like just by like y'all
Gotta
can be
get a
looking
wig
at
in
each
every
other.
color.
And
Yeah.
then once y'all
I'm
get comfortable, it's kind of like
At some
look at you
point,
every
you gonna
fucking
run
day.
outside.
You know what it feels
Yeah.
like.
yeah.
Got your eyeball
I can
this
see that.
time.
All right, next card. Who's reading the next card?
Is it all time?
Oh, it's,
You wanna go or me?
drink if you've ever had sex with 2 or more people on the same day.
It's giving the
That's
clap.
interesting.
It's giving the clap. If you know.
You know what? Shut your...
Oh, I see some cups in the air. It's
Why
a
you
tea
just
party.
smiling?
It could have been at the same
It's
time.
a tea party.
Drink, bro.
Same
Where's your
day.
What's there?
What's going on here?
So you guys
Is it 2 or more?
Not sure if
2 or
What
more
part?
women
Okay,
in
cool.
one day.
Yeah, okay, cool.
what part is okay to
Oh,
say
so it wasn't
and
the
what
two,
part is
the more
not.
than
Can I
just-
just stay
No,
out of it?
just clarify.
Just stay out of
Can
it.
I phone a friend?
Oh my god.
You have 30 seconds.
I need some apple juice, man. Drink's kind of strong. Thank you. Actually, no, can I
So
have
both
the
of y'all
other
drink.
one? Yeah.
Oh, that's apple juice too?
Mine was a threesome though, so.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay. That's
Yeah,
technically teamwork.
Like
Make
two,
the
like
dream
two
work.
different.
Wait to elaborate, blood.
No, because like yours is
No,
two different women.
How do you know it's two?
One
different?
left and the next one came over.
Were you there?
Tell us.
Were you in a relationship with one of
So
the
you had a
girls?
threesome before.
Who told you
Well,
that?
I'm
You told
assuming
me.
it's
Nah,
girls.
Yeah, but you have a laugh.
Were you in a relationship with one of the people that were in the group? Okay, so these were just random people.
Yeah,
Okay.
friends.
Cool.
No, they weren't random, they were friends. I'm trying to save you, man, bro.
I said friends.
No, but she said 2 random people.
And then I
Yeah.
said friends.
Friends,
Nah, but-
friends. Okay.
I'm just trying to save you, bro.
We're being honest. Don't save them.
It's true stuff.
I wouldn't have a threesome in a relationship though.
Okay. We were
Serious?
just talking about this
Yeah,
at the
no, I don't.
restaurant. That's
I
why
don't
we
think I
were-
would. I think it just opens to Pandora's box.
Yes.
I wanna
There go your
Talking
box.
about.
There
That's
go
my
your
box.
open
Yeah,
that box,
scary,
bro.
man. No.
Very
Open.
scary.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know
Kick
why?
it open.
I know a friend, a girl who her and her boyfriend went to Jamaica. They decided to have a threesome out there.
That's funny you said that.
They had a threesome out there, but the
Was that you,
boyfriend,
Erica?
No.
the boyfriend
But it's
came
funny you
in
said that.
the girl, the other girl, not his girlfriend. He finished in the other girl, not his girlfriend. Yeah.
Like,
Why? What? But wait, why? What? Why?
but with
what?
They're
protection
not part of the
though,
threesome.
right?
No, but
No protection.
Oh, hell no.
Because
Hell
for
no.
her,
Hell no.
but for her,
Selfish,
she's
like,
always that
you
relationship
doing?
is over. She is
Yeah, exactly,
always
exactly.
going to question herself in
That mean
that
the other girl felt
situation.
better.
Wait, hold on.
Like, damn, what was about her? Was that you know?
See,
This is why I wouldn't do it
You
though.
probably wouldn't need to have a threesome.
See, that's why I don't.
Yeah, you gotta be super secure.
Yeah,
See,
too
but
many
see,
rules,
this is
man.
my
Like-
problem. That's it. You can't, if you have a threesome with someone, yeah, or you're up for a threesome, it is what it is. Like, for example, me, like, I can't bring another man into the bedroom. I can't see my missus getting clapped by another dude. Like,
And she's
it's-
like,
it's making noise I ain't heard before. I'm gonna have nightmares. Or like, I can't be in this room, be happy with this, so I would never have it.
Right.
But if I were to have it, I can't now moan and say you're making noises that I've never heard before
It's
because I'm already in this realm.
Right.
So I'm saying when
You
women have
already
threesomes, it's
realized
like
that.
Yeah.
all these things where
Yeah.
you got mad because she nutted in her. But what do you expect me to do? Like
Yeah.
pull out and come into you? Like
Yeah, that's what they want.
I had to
This
think
is
on my
true,
feet
this
and I
is
just
true.
chose to do it here.
This
Do you know
is
what I'm saying?
true.
So
That's why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
I don't think I
In a
could do
relationship.
it.
I
Even
feel
though
like it's better to do it like with people you're just dating or like if you just want to have a one night fling.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But I feel like in relationships it can get too
it's
messy.
so
Yeah.
many feelings
And I'm not even
involved.
just gonna pin it on just the guy. It can get messy with the girls. It can just be. Too
She might like her
much
better
going
than
on.
you and be like, you know what, baby, I'm coming out today.
Yeah.
I like her. Yeah, bye.
No, the only thing that I do say in threesomes, for example, is if I have to have a if I have a missus and she likes women, then cool, I'm fine. Let's have threesomes, whatever. But then I've heard stories of the guy having a threesome with his missus and a girl, and then out the blue, he's linking this girl without
Yes,
being
now
there.
that's grimy.
So for me, that's cool. I put my
I
hands
don't
on and
like
say,
that.
no, we
That's
can't do that
low,
because
Yeah,
you
no.
already
Because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
giving you the, I'm giving you the ball to
Exactly.
do.
no, but that's out of order
Nah,
though
for
because
real.
you're meeting up with her behind your girl's back.
But that's the Pandora's box. I was
No, but
talking about.
honestly, I have a question for you guys. So if your girl does bring the threesome idea into the relationship, you guys bring girls, you guys choose together, does it make the guy think that, well, when my girl's not around, I'm cool to fuck whoever because she cool with that anyway? Like, does
No.
it make y'all feel like that? Okay.
Nah, me personally, nah, it shouldn't. It's like her introducing me to the girl that wants to get involved in the threesome is her saying, I trust you enough to get involved in this. Me doing it behind her back is still taking advantage of her
Right.
trust.
See, okay.
I'm moving to London.
Oh, what? In America, they're just like, if the threesome's out here, then we're doing it
It
behind
just
the back.
depends on the person,
yeah.
person to person. There's different, some couples that I know do it. They do it together, and they're like, "Yo, honestly, we have our rules, and we don't go outside those rules. It works for them." But then you have situations. I've seen younger people do it without the intention of like wanting to go out and do it behind the back, but it just happens. It's
happens,
like,
yeah.
damn,
I heard
and then
a
they
lot
don't
of
think it's
stories like that.
cheating because it's like, well, my girl down with it anyway, so.
The only thing I would say is it is Pandora's box. I get what you're saying because you might have sex with a girl and you're like, that felt amazing, bro. Like, but you can't tell your missus that because she'll wild out. So you got to kind of navigate that situation and be like, you know what? So I get it, but I'm still on it though. Oh, was it our question?
Yeah.
Did you ask the last one?
No, you did.
Oh, so-
Oh, this is a good one. Drink if you've ever spent the night in jail. Oh, wow.
So everybody was going to drink.
I did some shit that I should have definitely
two
did some time for.
Aquariuses.
But guys,
Oh, you didn't get caught?
I did some shit I could have spent several nights in jail for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
That's
Well,
a- that's a-
they had me charged with auto theft, but I didn't steal a car.
Right.
So I'll just leave it
You,
at
you're,
that.
just, you're just behind the driver's seat.
I didn't do it,
Shit,
Your
yeah.
Honor. It wasn't me.
What did you do?
So I was in college. I went to the University of West Georgia. And so it was one of those real country schools, like legit in the town. The main thing they have going for them income-wise is the college. So the officers there, they were always trying to arrest students either for like DUIs or
serious?
weed usually. I had a little blunt in my purse. Wasn't mine. It, like legit.
How you got blunt in your purse? It ain't
Like,
yours.
we never did the shit.
Long story short, I was hotboxing with some people, and they
Okay.
put the blunt in my purse when I was asleep.
Okay.
And so we pulled up to this kickback, and I wake up, and I'm like, all I see is officers like shutting down the party, and they got the windows down. I was like, why are y'all riding with the windows down? Like, we just hotboxed. I know it smelled like weed in here. Literally, as soon as I said that, an officer came up to the car and was like, have y'all been smoking? I was like, I'm looking like, you better just say yes. Like, just tell them yes. And he was like, nah. So he was like, well, we're going to have to search the car. So they found my purse. Mind you, I didn't know it was in there. So I'm standing outside the car, high, thinking I'm good. Like, he walks over to me. He was like, are you a Deja Parrish? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you're under arrest. I was like, what? High was blown. I was like, my high is all the way going.
What happens when you get arrested over there? In
So
terms of-
basically, they put me in the back of the car. I was there for like 30 minutes. And so then they like took me. Then if you get arrested with drugs, you have to do a strip search. So like
serious?
they make you like get fully undressed. You have to like cough, like bend and cough to make sure you didn't hide any drugs inside of you.
I can see her.
So you have to
doing
do all that?
happen.
You have to do all that?
Yes, and then what made it worse was the lady, like the officer, she was training somebody else. So she was telling her
No.
what to do.
Damn, you had to do it for 2
So she
people.
did extra too.
So that money is bend over and cut. This is what you do. You turn on the bend over and cut.
No,
So
literally,
spread the
that's
cheeks,
how it
please.
went.
Spread the cheeks.
So I'm
Right.
doing
Look at
the
the
same
cheeks.
shit twice. I'm like,
Look deep
what
into
am I?
this
So and it's brick in there, like it's so cold. So then they made me put the orange jumpsuit on. I go in my
That's
little
that
holding
Georgia
cell by
shit.
myself. It's a half-eaten sandwich. I'm like, I was like, I gotta get out of here. So I stayed the night. I was there probably for like 6 hours.
Is it true that in America, if you get arrested on a Friday
Oh, that's
You're-
the worst.
you stay
you're-
all week.
you're- you're-
There's a holiday.
Don't
You're
turn
in prison
yourself
or the
in,
cell
just
until the
stay
Monday until the
there.
judge. That's mad.
Yeah.
Here it's not like that.
Okay, I have
It's
to tell my
crazy.
jail story because it's kind of crazy.
She like, wait.
When I got locked up, so they took me to the precinct first,
Okay.
and I'm sitting in the cell by myself, and I hear somebody making a phone call, and it's my uncle. He got locked up on the same fucking day, same precinct. He on the phone with my aunt. Now, I live with them. I live with this aunt and uncle. And this particular day, she had an event, like her job had an event. And I was going to drive her and my uncle to this event. So this day, her driver and her date was both locked the fuck up in the same fucking precinct. So she couldn't even go to her little event. But my uncle was like, Wanda, they got me in this bitch again. And I'm like, oh my God, that's Uncle Jimmy. I'm like, please don't let him see me in this fucking cell because he will snap. So I was so glad that when they walked him by, he did not look in the cell because he would have fucking lost his mind.
Does he know
That
now?
is hilarious.
Yeah, once he got out like maybe 5 hours after I got out.
Yo, that's
and
hilarious.
as soon as he got home, we told him the story.
Dang.
But yeah, that
That's
was
all you
wild.
asked me?
That is
is mad.
hilarious.
That
I
was
wondered,
wild.
is weed legal here?
No.
Oh.
So if you get, I think it's a class B.
Oh.
It's a class A.
So you can't even smoke it outside, like just a
No,
blunt.
you can smoke it. If you've got like personal use, police might they might let you off,
Asking for a
but
friend.
you might get a caution. Like the most you'll get is a caution. It depends on how much you've got. But class A is like heroin, crack, cocaine. That's class A. Class B is weed, like mushrooms, class B, innit?
I think they're trying to make weed
Brittany,
class A.
girl.
Oh, so they are
9
pretty
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Said.
the
I'm
city, they
like,
are crazy
no,
about that.
thank
They would
you.
lock
know
you
what?
up quick.
Over there?
Over some weed, yeah, they would lock you up. Unless you're in the city of Atlanta. Damn.
Okay, they're more relaxed there.
Yeah, but like as soon as you leave out of Atlanta, if you have weed, they're arresting you and taking it.
Crazy. It's
Yeah,
weed.
all that.
Humble weed, you know.
They grow like
From the
that.
earth.
Meanwhile, motherfuckers
Those are
making
from the-
billions
from
of
the
dollars
earth.
off of it.
Off the industry, right? Like,
Crazy.
if you're not paying taxes, you're going
One
to
more card?
jail.
Wait, is that our turn or yours?
Yeah.
Who didn't
That's
read
on
one
you.
yet?
That's you.
I
Oh.
feel like
Deja
Deja or
read one.
Deja didn't read one.
Oh, she did.
Drink if you've had sex with a pregnant woman.
Nah, man.
Yo,
You said not like that's
When your
crazy.
woman
Right.
is pregnant.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
It's actually
Do you have
better
a-
when
they
they're
said-
pregnant.
They said it's better,
No,
yeah.
not like that. But I'm talking about
It's
the way.
definitely
Wait.
better.
Did you say? What did you say?
They say it's better.
Oh, if
Yeah.
we said it tastes better, I'd say, whoa.
It probably does too. I don't know. I haven't been.
If
there.
her
Do you know what I
pH
thought-
balance
no,
is
do you know what I thought you meant?
gonna
Because
be-
even
gonna
one of my
taste right.
one of my guys, I don't know how. I don't think I watched in a program or something came on and someone said having sex with a pregnant woman, and I was like, that's crazy. And it was like, well, you ain't never done that. I'm like, what do you mean? He's gone, yeah. I said, but was it your you? He's gone, no. Well, my kid. I'm like, so you had sex with a pregnant woman? He's like, yeah, I've done it a few times. So for me, I can't.
She might not have no man.
Huh?
Nah.
Like she could be pregnant
I'm
and
not
not have a
letting
man.
you. I'm not letting
Another
another
man,
man's
yeah.
penis touch my child's placenta.
no.
Like that poke my baby. What are you doing?
yeah.
No.
I can't look at a pregnant woman that is not mine and see anything.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
hard.
neither one of
That's
y'all
it.
have.
No. Thank God for that one, boy.
So y'all don't have no kids.
I do.
But you
Did
didn't
you have sex with the
her while she
pregnant
was
woman?
pregnant?
No.
9 months,
Was it
no
because
sex.
You know,
But y'all not
they're
together.
extra
Yeah,
horny
there's that.
when they're pregnant. Too.
You lost out on some great
Yeah. Boom boom.
stuff.
Wait, but y'all
Yeah.
weren't
It gets
together.
what?
extra
No, no, no.
Oh, okay,
moist
so
Oh,
that's
serious?
during
That's when
those
you're
9
pregnant,
months.
yes.
Yes.
But why though?
And the woman is like fiending for it.
Because
She's getting her
everything is
hormones.
like more.
Yeah, they say
Everything is
it's-
more.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's better.
But boy,
Yeah.
when I was
Better for
pregnant,
who? For her or for me?
For you, for the guy.
Yeah,
They say-
you
the guy
can't
say
move.
it
You
feels
can't move. You
better.
be like, oh,
yeah,
don't
the
move.
guy
Oh.
enjoys it more than the woman does.
Yeah, but see, but me, I'll be worrying about like
The baby?
Yeah, like you know, if you're getting a bit aggressive
You
or something,
not-
'cause
you
you're
not
like,
gonna worry about
yeah,
that
but
baby.
else-
The
you know what I'm
baby
saying?
doesn't get hurt.
He said,
You gonna be
choking.
like,
Yeah.
this baby's just
You can't-
fine.
like,
Rocking
you
my
can't-
baby.
You can't choke her. You can't get too like
Wait,
physical.
Wait, why can't you choke her?
He
The
said, I
baby,
can't
innit?
choke her no more. The
So
baby
you
gonna
can't
kick.
choke.
The baby gonna kick like, yo,
The baby like, I can't breathe.
what the fuck you doing up there, man?
Okay, if the baby kicks, then you
The
know to
only
stop.
thing I think where you concerned about the baby is like if you swallow.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wouldn't that make the baby drink the cum? So I would never want to do that.
No, I hear you.
I would never
I
want
ain't
to
even
do
think
that.
of that.
But that's true.
Baby being there
That's
like,
crazy.
Those are your
Like,
brothers.
Don't do
I
that.
don't like
Don't
this.
do
Zoom in
that.
on me, Asha.
What?
She said.
No, that makes sense though.
Yeah, I would never
Wait,
want to
did
do
you
The
hear
that.
baby be like,
You know what you said?
What you say?
Say that again.
he don't drink his
Don't mind him,
smoothies.
brother.
What you say, bro?
Don't mind him. What's wrong
He
with
said,
you?
he said the baby's drinking his brothers.
Don't mind
You
him.
know what?
Yeah, see, that's not.
You done
that's
made the
why
baby a
you don't-
carnivore.
That's why you don't do that.
Damn.
That's exactly why you don't do that.
Drink if you've ever used a strap-on during sex.
Nah, that's an easy one. I'm out.
Wait, you thought we were gonna drink to
You think we
that?
gonna do that?
I wanted to hear y'all.
You are bluffing. You are bluffing.
You actually thought we were gonna drink to
This
that?
ain't American. This ain't American, you know.
We don't know if it's a London thing.
This ain't ATL, man.
This
This
ain't
ain't
American.
ATL.
You like your booty lick, but you don't want the strap on. There's something you liked about
Wait,
the
wait,
licking,
wait.
but you
How
don't
does that?
The mouse. You're the mouse. You're
How
like,
does that connect?
because it's still the
crying.
booty.
No.
Because you like the
What?
penetration of the booty.
No, man, what is going on here?
I'm not one of them that don't. I believe
Well, if
men.
a woman
I
wanted you
personally
to, would you?
believe a lot
Whoa.
of men say their
So if
G
a woman
spot
say,
is in
I
their
want you to
butt.
put it on and I want you to do me.
Would you
Men-
mess with a man
Wait,
that
wait,
do
no,
that?
no.
What's going on here?
Wait, hold on. Hold on, ladies.
I'm gonna be honest
What?
with you.
Hey, wait, ladies.
hold
Let's
on.
clarify.
Strap
The
on.
men's
No.
G spot is in his butt.
No, you're not talking about two different things, by the way.
That's just a fact.
You're talking about two different things, by the way.
You're saying the lady using a strap on us. You're talking about us using a strap on a lady.
No, you guys already answered the question. You said no. I said now.
Yeah,
the
like vice
opposite. Now,
versa.
if a
I didn't
woman
say if you
said-
was getting
if she was a
fucked,
bad
you
woman,
coulda
you never
used
did it with her.
one
She touched
on
your
her.
leg and
I
it
don't know.
tingled. And she said, you know what? Let's do something different for the first time. You can, but for the first time, I want you to put this on me. Would you strap that thing on you and go in?
No.
But the thing is,
I have one.
But you want her so bad, and that's what she wants.
no, but I don't.
So how can I use mine?
I don't get.
I'm not getting nothing. I use my strap on.
You know, like that's
Hey,
kind of like.
Because
want
look,
that.
the dude in
That
the
looks
movie,
deformed
the
or
dude in the
something,
movie
right?
that you was with in part one, he liked that. Remember?
Yeah.
What was his
because
name?
Terry.
Terry.
He was definitely.
And
in
you was
it.
like, I hate that position.
Because it involves me.
No, but the thing is, if I've got the apparatus already, why do I need to add apparatus again?
He said
Apparatus squared, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're nervous. Don't use yours first.
You nervous, B? Nah, if I've got it already, there's no point in, I don't get it.
But
I
if the
can-
man's G spot is in his butt, how is it being
Who said-
triggered? Like,
No,
how is it being?
No, but who said that?
It's facts.
Nah,
Yes, it is.
because I've been having sex for years and
So I'm the only one in a room full of
I've been
adults
co-
that ever heard that.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I've been coming for years, like so. And I've never had anything.
I am a witness.
And nothing's ever been in my bum, so.
All right, we
I
just
can
met y'all, so y'all
testify
don't want to get out of this.
Testify, Your Honor.
to that not being true, Your Honor.
It might be true, but I'm not willing to find
I'll
out.
never find out that one. Mm-mm.
It's different in the UK. US, everybody would have been like, oh, with my cup.
I'm serious. Is that what's happening over there?
It's ATL. It might be.
I don't
it might
think
be the
everybody in
ATL.
Miami, all the dudes do that. But
Not everybody, but it's a.
in Atlanta, there's
It's
a majority.
some
Yes.
spicy ones
Yes.
that do it. You be surprised too
That's
who
some
they are.
spicy
It be the
ones.
ones that's well known and all of that. But
Yes.
I would never want to fuck with a nigga
The
who do
dudes that twerk on the tables in the club that we're talking about, them are the ones out. Hey.
No, but when you say twerking, do you mean as in he's got the bottles and he's doing
Yes,
that,
that's
or
that.
he's turning around and his cheeks are
No.
clapping? Which one? Because when I hear
He's
twerking,
It
I
was
think,
option A for
I think-
me. It's
Oh,
option A.
okay.
It's excited then.
Okay.
doing them all.
Excitable dude. Because when do you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking man on the
Not
table turning
literally,
over
like-
and your cheeks are just going.
I think the dudes that are publicly so against it, like, oh, I don't like this person because
Like,
they like the
real.
same partner. I
You got
think
looking
they like
at
that
porn
behind
search
doors.
engine. You be like, let me see your search history.
All right, so ladies, if you're the guy that you meet, yeah, and you like him, you get back to his apartment, and then you're like, you know what, this guy, I think he's for me, you know, and then he's like, you're in the bedroom, and then out the blue, he's gone, put this on. Like, what? And he just gives you the strap on. What happens then? Are you gonna do it
Throw
because?
that shit in his
Hell
face.
no.
No, are you gonna do it just to? As a, you know, I'm gonna do it today. You never see me again, or are you
No.
gonna walk out the room, or are you gonna entertain it? What are you
Wait.
doing
Put on the strap for him?
for him? Yeah.
I don't know.
Throw it in his
No.
face and leave.
I'm out.
I mean, what are you
No.
doing with this?
Uh-oh. Right now?
Oh, you drinking?
Right now.
What? You're putting it on?
I love you.
She's like, I'm fucking the shit out of that nigga.
No.
What, you want to hit his cheeks
I'm
too?
fucking the shit out of that nigga.
Hey.
She's an alpha.
But I'll do
female.
it worse. If you want me to, I haven't done that, but if you want me to do that,
You gonna slap
I'm
his
gonna make
cheeks as
sure
well.
you don't ask for that shit again. I'm tying you the fuck up. You bending down. I'm holding your neck and I'm going in.
What's going on here?
Basically, you gonna
Is this thing on?
I'm punishing. This is what you want.
What?
And I'm gonna slap. Never mind.
Listen, what?
Fine.
I'm not shaming anyone.
What's going on here?
You said be honest or no?
No, I appreciate
I love
honesty.
honesty. I love honesty.
I just think that's...
But you know what it
Yo.
is? That sounds...
That sounds violent.
You're
We're
saying
not
that
talking about somebody I want to see myself for the rest of my life.
No,
but
but
if
you're-
I meet somebody and I'm feeling them.
No, I hear that, but the way you're sounding is like you're gonna fuck his cheeks up. As in like, you're not
That's
only,
literally what I mean.
you're not actually you're accepting it, but you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna only accept this. I'm gonna fuck this dude up. Like after you do this, he's gonna know me.
Yes,
audacity,
he's gonna
you know?
know he's my bitch.
And then what
Like,
happened afterwards? He like, like he couldn't move. Like what?
Ooh, I've never done it. It's a question.
Oh, I thought you drank because you did
Hey.
it.
No, I drank because I
He
said
saying like,
You would do it.
I would do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
What if
I've
he
never
was
done
like,
it.
I want you to do it again? I like that.
All right, before we move on, is there anything a guy's ever asked you
stuck.
and you thought, nah, this is
Fucking
too
is
much.
the name.
I can't do this.
Wait, what?
Is there anything a guy's ever asked you to do in the bedroom and you thought, nah, this is too much. I can't do this.
So you do anal?
I've never had nobody ask me to do that.
Serious?
Cause I tell,
Oh, I said loud.
like, I say stuff from the jump. Like before we even get into it, like just so you know, I'm not with that. So
Okay.
they know, like.
Oh, so you say you're not with that from the jump?
Yeah, cause I don't know. I believe in like courting. Like you say everything up front. Like that's what I do.
She wants to say something.
I heard the noise of that.
Erica. This thing on. Oh. I didn't say anything.
Now you raised your hand, so I'll just.
No, I had a question. I forgot.
She said yes.
What
She
it
was.
was. No, I just feel, sometimes you get a little bored. Ooh, let me see. Ooh.
Sometimes I get a little bored.
I think the only thing I'm against that somebody probably asks, like, I'm cool. I'm very open. I'm very open in the bedroom, especially if I'm in a relationship with somebody. I'm open to everything. Erica.
Sorry, I was
I'm
having a
open to
flashback.
everything. The only thing I'm low key against is somebody spitting in my mouth. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I can't get with that. What?
Don't spit.
Don't-
in
Yeah,
my
I
mouth.
can't get with that. That's not
That's
sexy to me.
understandable.
That's
Because
what
I
turned
seen
into a
somebody
fight.
request that before, and I said, "Yo, you can get the fuck out." I find that so nasty and
Disrespectful,
disrespectful.
yeah.
No, the thing is, you know,
But
that's
people
so
really
weird.
get
What is
turned
that
on
weird?
by that.
no, a lot of women like that because it's like
Women like it.
in the
but
bed, in the
What
bedroom.
is
Some women like to like the filthier, the
But
sex
why?
is, the better. The thing is, it's just a feel factor. But whenever a girl asks me for that, I'm like, my mouth's dry, man. I can't do it because
But I'm like,
when you're having
what
sex,
are you
you're a bit dehydrated, right?
That's
So when
what
just
you
put it in
gotta do, though.
you're
You
like,
gotta draw it out, man.
I do get a drink
no.
first. Like it's kind of spoils the mood.
And then not only that, when he showed me a video trying to act like it's okay, like this is what people do, like I'm not grown and like I don't know what I like and what I don't like.
Right.
He shows me the video of him spitting and this girl's not choking her, and I'm like, is she choking on the spit? Like what's going on?
Wait, he showed you a video of him fucking someone else.
No, he wasn't fucking. They were literally out like in the club and he spit. and
In the
it-
club?
It came down like
Ew.
See, that's how COVID started.
ew.
Man.
Ew.
That's exactly how COVID started.
Yo, like what, in the
That's
club.
Exactly how COVID started.
In the club.
Hey.
In the club. It
You'd
looked
be
like a club.
surprised what you'll see
Y'all
in the club.
spitting it and y'all talking about anals. Ain't nothing wrong with a little,
Little sweet, look at that.
oh, you know,
Do you know
a little bit.
what
say like that?
you still?
That's better than somebody. You know, I'd rather you just whoa, hey, wrong one, wrong exit, wrong
Spitting
entrance.
is crazy though. Cause spitting is like a sign of disrespect too. I'm
No,
like,
if you spit in someone's face, yes, but
I feel
in
like
the
that's
mouth
damn
is
near what
different.
you doing. Like,
That's what
don't
I'm
drop
saying,
that
sexual.
spit down on me. Like, nah.
Yeah, I'm not.
To me.
Oh, you spit on me when you sleep on peeing on you. Don't play
What
with
is?
Who?
Don't
What's
play
going
with
on
me.
here? What'd you say?
me. Don't play with
It's
me.
a lot of.
I'm squatting on top of your head like this.
Huh?
She said if you spit on her, she's peeing on you. You're sleeping.
Oh my god.
That's a big disrespect.
I knew you right.
Nigga, the thing is, you're not playing. There's truth in jest, you know.
No.
Where are you from, by the way?
I don't like the spit thing, so
Miami,
it won't
Miami.
happen.
No, but as in like.
I'm Cuban Jamaican, but I was born and raised in Miami.
Cuban side.
Fiery over
Spicy.
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Man's that piss in your face, nigga.
You said there's truth in every jest.
There's a saying, so for example, like if one of your friends is like next to you and they might say something like, your trainers are busted. Like, it might be a joke, but there's
What does that mean?
It's a truth in every joke.
Like
Like
it's a truth behind every
the
joke.
truth in every, yeah, because
I
remember,
just like that y'all say jest.
it's we don't say it, but it's actually a saying.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's truth in jest. It's
Have
like
you
an
never
old school
complimented
saying.
a girl but didn't mean it?
No, we have that same quote, just not with jest. We
There's
say
truth
it's
in every
behind
joke.
behind
Like,
every
there's
joke.
truth in
Oh, see, no,
okay.
I want, because it's old, it's like jest is like an old term. All right, so let's talk about the movie then, because this is number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, why was number 2 made? How would you choose the cast? Where did the idea come from? Do you know what I'm saying?
So the first movie came from a book, and the book itself was a trilogy. So technically, it could be a trilogy in the movies. But when we did part 1, I feel like we set the bar so high that I was kind of intimidated to do a part 2.
Okay.
Because you know how they be like, the second one is never as good as the first,
That
or
Friday
whatever,
and
that
House Party,
jinx. So I really didn't want to do a part 2, but the demand was crazy. Like, people that watched part 1 was just like, where is part 2? I need it. Like, bitch, you'll die if we don't get a part 2.
Yes.
So I was like, all right, we're going to have to make it happen. And I was able to do another script based loosely on the book,
Okay.
but more so on the first movie.
Okay.
And basically, like, the same characters from part 1 came back.
Okay.
And then I added CC, Adaja. And just choosing a cast, to me, is about whoever delivers the best audition. I'm not really caught up on, like, names or fame or anything like that. I want authentic people that's going to deliver the, you know, the emotion and all of that character will really deliver. Like, I want it to feel like, I want people to watch it and feel like these are these real people in real life. You know what I mean? And these girls, their auditions did that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
well done.
Thank you.
So how was it acting, ladies, in terms of, because we've had a few people on here from like Top, have you had a Top Boy before?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had people from Top Boy on here and like other programs. There's another one called Jungle, which is on Amazon now. It's like another UK thing. Had some of the cast of that. And I find it interesting how people learn lines. So was it easy for you to actually learn lines? Because some people learn it on the day when we talk about my man. So how was it?
It's like, honestly, memorizing lines is very hard. All actors need their props because sometimes, like, especially with Raina leading the film, like, you might have days where you're filming 5-6 scenes a day, and each scene requires a different emotion or something different from you. And then maybe the director goes, let me throw in this extra scene. And then you might have like 10 minutes to memorize that. So you just need the support of everybody around you to kind of, you know, remember them. But for me, what I usually do is just remember the order in which the scene is happening. So first, this is how I'm feeling going into the scene. Then this happens. This is the climax of the scene. And then this is how the scene ends. This is how my character is supposed to feel throughout that journey. So that helps me with memorizing lines because it's like, well, why am I mad? Why am I sad? You know? But yeah.
Do you pull anything, like, as in, if you're sad, how do you get sad? Do you try and remember something that makes you sad?
For sure.
Or when you're annoyed, do you think, that X?
For sure.
Or, is that how you do it?
For sure. Every human has felt just about every single emotion that any human can feel, whether it's despair, sadness, trauma, anger, whatever. So you definitely use your life experience to pull from to bring those real emotions out so you don't look like you're acting. Because if you're acting like you're sad, it's going to look like you're acting like you're sad. But if you're truly sad in that moment, because you're pulling from a real place that makes you sad, it comes off brilliant on camera. So you just have to always pull from those real places.
Doesn't that take a toll on you?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So what do you lot do to unwind? Like, what's your, and scene cut and then...
Yeah, because Raina, you did
Yeah,
the
that's why I was like, Raina gotta answer that.
Emotions was all over the place.
I think my character is very emotional, so I found myself being very emotional, and it's crazy because you guys earlier mentioned Pandora's box, and that's the image that I use for my emotions, my bad emotions, my traumas, everything just negative that ever happened in my life. I store it in Pandora's box. And I remember when we were shooting the film, my first scene, trying to get emotional, and They were like, no, you need more. And I'm like, any more? I'm going to have to open up Pandora's box and bring all this out.
Yeah.
And literally when I did, they were like, yes, that's what we want. I said, damn, so I got to be completely broken for this character. So afterwards, I felt like, and Vivica Fox actually helped me out with this because she told me on set, she was like, baby, your character, you got to cry a lot. You got to be very emotional. Drink some water. And it helps because the more water you intake, the more you're able to release. So for me, it was just really sitting down, taking a breather, probably a quick little nap, and then just getting back into my character.
Okay. So as Tazer was saying, so when you, for example, if you cut a scene, do you come out of character straight away or do you stay in it? Because, for example, again, Top Boy, there was an issue between two characters in the film or in the series, but then when the camera's cut, one of the characters tried to talk to another character and he blanked him. And he was like, right, you're taking it that seriously. And for him, it was like...
he tapped into his character.
It was on the set, that was him for the whole day, as in like, I don't like you on camera. When the camera ends, because we're still filming, I don't like you still until the end of the day we go home. So he was like, right. And he said he learned from that. He was like, okay. So he kind of... So when you're acting, do you come out of that character or do you like, do you know what, I'm just going to stay in it because it's easier to navigate or...
I come out of the character, but I do remember there was one scene where I really had to tap into my emotions. And it was to the point where one of my cast mates or whatever, they were like, they had to come into the bathroom with me and I told them to tell me specific things to remind myself of my past. And I felt belittled in that moment. And then I started thinking about a whole bunch of things. And literally when I went out, you know, all the emotions came out. And then when they yelled, cut, the emotions wouldn't go away because I was stuck in that mindset, like, no, I can't believe, da-da-da-da. So I'm literally in the room and like the makeup artist Picasso, super bomb. She's in there and she's like family me. She's like, it's okay, it's okay. Everybody's giving me a hug. Like we were literally a family on set. We're literally a family. So it took me a minute to be like, okay, that isn't my life anymore. I can breathe, relax, just relax. So I believe just there's certain moments and parts. It depends on how deep I want to go into Pandora's box if I'm able to snap out of it quick.
Sounds like therapy.
Yeah.
In a weird kind of way that it sounds like, because a lot of the time in therapy, you're tapping into things you didn't know were there or you've ignored. But now you're dealing with it. You're having to deal with it in a scenario and then snap out of it because you have to move on with your acting. So it's kind of like you're dealing with it, you're understanding it, and that's what it sounds like.
But now you're really triggered, though. Like, you're really triggered at this point.
I'm very emotional. And the next scene is, girl, you just got a Rolls Royce. And I'm like, get it together. But, yeah.
It's one of those things I feel like your mind knows it's not real, but your body doesn't, which is why you still feel those feelings when it's time to cut. Because you know it's not real, but your body, like, carrying certain emotions really... I think we all, like, have felt some type of internal, like, actual feeling in our body, like whether your stomach gets tight or something when you feel a negative emotion. So, like, when you yell cut, you can't just be like, all right, stomach, stop feeling like this. It's like, it's still going to feel like that.
So when like you say cut for the day or cut for whatever...
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, sorry. Do you feel like... Because my guy, that Rex stuff, so when I was in New York last time, there was an advert he was doing for Google, and then there was like different basketball players there, and there was a guy from Five Rings. What's the guy's name again? Shang Sutton, Five Rings, the Marvel guy. Anyway, he was there, but the moment he finished shooting, he was like, yo, my man, can you just run that back? Can I just see it on camera, please? And he wanted to see the clip back, because he was a perfectionist like that. He needed to see it back. Are you those kind of actresses, that you're fine with it just going out and you trust the process, or are you like, can I just see that back, please? You know what I mean?
Honestly, with a team like Miasha and everybody that we had on set, Miasha is very anal when it comes to how your hair looks, or it's so crazy because our job is to remember these lines and deliver the role.
Yeah.
Miasha is to basically cover everything to make sure everything comes together the right way. So I would be on set, and I'm not going to lie, with this being like my first huge movie, because Secret Society is with it being my first huge movie and being blessed to be able to be the lead role, I had so much to memorize, and I just wanted to give them everything they expected of me as an actress. So for me, reading everything, it's like, dang, I forgot this line, I forgot. And you'll hear Miasha's the voice in the back. say it like this. And I'm like, how she remember every damn thing? We could be on day 32, and she's like, she knows from front to the back. So that was
well,
crazy.
because I'm writing it, so
Yeah.
I already know how it's supposed to sound.
Right.
Like what I
Yes.
visualize in my head while I'm writing it. So me memorizing it is so much more easier than y'all.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever changed your mind though? As in,
Oh,
like,
yeah, for
like you've
sure.
had something written
For sure.
in a way, and then one of the ladies has done something. You're like, you know what? Nah, let's go with that.
I think all of them have
Yeah.
done their own little spin on some of the dialogue or some ad libs, and a lot of times it works so perfectly, like because it's that natural thing. You know what I mean? It's what that character would do in that moment.
Right.
When you're writing it, you're writing just what you want people to hear and see, but they're feeling it, so they can deliver something that you might not have thought about as you were writing it. So I'm very open to that. Long as it's not whack, like we can
It's
let
so
it go.
crazy how you're talking about the dude who was stuck, like he had the rage at you know, him being the character, and then off the camera he still had the rage. It's so weird because when we tap into our characters, me and Erica grew. This is for part 1. I met my sister in part 2. But when me and Erica grew our bond and relationship outside of the film, in the process of shooting it, there was a scene where Erica gets shot, and I was so into my character, I felt like my sister got shot. I really got emotional, like she's hurt, like, and they were like, "Fuck yeah," and I'm just like, "Sis, you okay?" And she gets up, and I'm like, "Oh,
That's
I forgot
why
we
it
acting."
worked. That's why it worked.
Yeah, because
so
you know what
well.
you did
I
in
got
that
so
scene that
emotional.
wasn't in the script that I fucking love. You was like, "Look what you did."
Yeah, yeah.
And that was so pure to me
Yes.
because it was so innocent
Yeah.
and vulnerable.
Celeste would
real.
And
say
I feel
that.
like that's something. I
Celeste
felt
would
like, you know,
definitely-
look what you
yeah.
took my life away from me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So does it help that creating a bond outside
For
of the set?
sure.
I think
If
it
you don't
did.
have, I've been on sets before where the bond was awkward, and then you get on set and it comes out acty, like you're acting. You know, when it's genuine, you guys, like if someone's watching this clip, it's a genuine conversation. It's a nice flow. We're not acting. We're not like, what's the line? You know, it would be awkward. So definitely anything that's authentic helps for telling a real story, because these are real stories. You know, you're just telling it from a different perspective. So, and just to answer your question earlier about asking to see scenes again and how does that work, I think as an artist, you kind of know, like, oh, that's the take.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you've given it your all, because it's just like this thing, like it just clicks and you're like, oh, that's the one, you know?
Miasha does not play. If it don't look right, she'll tell you, I think you want to kind of do this, or maybe
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
And then when you like actually get like, okay, this is what she expects of me or what she wants me to do, then we do it. And then, you know, like she's not, this is her baby, this is our baby. We want this to be lit. So we're going to make sure we're all on top
Not
of
going
our
to
shit.
settle for
No,
Yeah.
no.
So where
So
did-
we trusted her in the process.
so where was it filmed in terms of location wise?
Miami.
Okay, so everyone came to Miami to film.
Yeah. So the crew mainly is from Miami.
Okay.
And then, of course, Raina's from Miami. But a lot of the other cast and a few crew members came from other places.
And why did you want to come to London? In terms of, is it just a more of an audience, more exposure? Like what made you come to London?
Well, definitely the exposure. But so the movie is on Amazon. And with Amazon, they allow it in the U.S. and in the U.K.
Okay.
And the U.S. is, like Raina said, it's huge.
Yeah.
We did, a bunch of marketing in the U.S., of course, and so that's what gave it that, big platform. So we weren't able to do that over here, and I wanted to last year with part 1, but like a new strain of COVID hit, and we was like, y'all were back on lockdown, so it was like, okay, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So this time around, with everything being wide open, we're like, okay, let's try it now. Let's come to the UK and basically give the same effort here that we did in the US.
So how long are you here for? In
I
regards
don't know
to-
when I'm leaving, but the girls are leaving on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's dope. Still.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out part 1. Part 1's still on Amazon now.
Yeah.
Now I have to. The thing is, when I knew you were coming, I was like, all right. So what's the trailer for part 2? Then I was saying to Taze, that means it's a part 1. I know it sounds dumb.
Because the way he thought it was like Secret Society 2, as in like.
Yeah,
That's the name of it too.
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 as in like T-O, but you just put the 2 there, you know, like. So I'm like, no, there must be a number 1. So obviously I've looked into it. I'm like, yeah, but because of the way it was kind of last minute in regards to you coming down, we didn't have time to like prep and see it, but we're definitely gonna watch it. And obviously we put the YouTube out. We might put a few clips in the YouTube and whatever so people can see it and so on. So, but it's dope though. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do like a reaction clip.
Yes.
Oh my
They love that in
gosh.
America.
But
You know?
Americans are doing it.
Reaction.
There's so many
That's a whole
people in
video,
America that do
yes.
we don't really do that here, do we?
We do, but it's more on TikTok. We
Yeah.
don't do it on YouTube.
As in YouTubers in America, they love that
For
one.
music, we do it for music, for songs. But Americans love, you love that. So, ladies, in regards to this whole love affair with American women and UK men, or vice versa, do you like UK men or do you prefer your American men? No, I won't ask you the question because I know you're.
No, I'm not even going to answer the question. I'm sitting here looking at them like.
Yeah, roping me in.
I've never really. I feel like I haven't gotten to know a UK man enough to really know if I would want to pursue one for real. But I do love UK actors, like the male actors. I love them.
Okay, it's like who? Like Damson.
Oh yeah,
Damson for sure.
Just who's that? Okay, of course.
Damson. All of them, to be honest.
Idris. I knew it was coming next. I knew it.
Yeah.
That accent.
I like them all, for real.
What is it about the accent that you like so much?
I think because it's so
It's just different to you.
pure. Like, some of them you don't even know they're from the UK till you see an interview later. So you're like,
That's how
the fact that they can like legit change their voice to a whole other voice itself amazes me, because I feel like from the States you don't see that as much as the UK. Like, you don't see a lot of us really nailing a British accent. Like, it sounds.
I think it's easier.
bad for
I
the
think
most
it's
part.
easier the other way around. I think it's easier to do an American. It's easier for a Brit to do an American accent than an American to do a Brit accent.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is, but you just emphasize certain things. Like, anytime I go to America, it's always the same thing. So if someone finds out I'm from the UK, a water. Like, you don't even talk like that. The crumpets. I'm like, no one talks
So
like
what?
that.
Cheerios.
Yeah, someone said Cheerio, Toodaloo. I'm like, no one says Toodaloo,
But
baby.
UK actors too, I feel like, at least a lot of the ones I've seen from their interviews, they're really tuned into theater history.
Yeah.
Like, they really understand like the beginning of acting from Shakespeare. And so they're really toned into their craft, which is why I feel like they're so amazing at what they do.
I think the UK, that we have that history in terms of literature, in terms of poets and art and stuff. So when you go to like an acting class or acting
do monologues and stuff.
You got to do monologues. You have to do theatre. You have to do Shakespeare. So you learn. But then also, because of American culture, we're so tapped into it anyway.
Yeah.
Like rap, like Hollywood rap, like we know all of that here. So by default, we already know kind of how Americans talk, like Tupac, Biggie, Little Baby. Like there's all different
we
rappers.
saw where we just went and ate. It was all American music.
Where?
Yeah.
Lil Baby, Lil Durk.
Where'd you go?
Rum
Kitchen?
Kitchen, yeah.
Okay,
We
okay,
turned Rum
okay.
Kitchen
We
up.
did.
We turned it into a club.
No, they were up in New York coming, so like, yo, play that American song.
Yeah, they was like testing it out, and then they saw when
they saw it was
they
lit.
was like, okay,
They were
yeah,
like,
let's do
that's
that.
it.
I was like, it's a lot of Lil Baby and Meek playing in
But
here.
Baby and Meek are popping right now.
That's why I like Atlanta though, because in the UK, for example, you've seen it where you'll walk outside and you'll just see like loads of white people, which is not a problem, but it's just like that's our norm. As in, like, we're the minority here. We're like 3% of the population in the whole of the UK. We're like, it's just London is very condensed. There's loads of us in London. So when I go to somewhere like ATL, and every day I'm just seeing black people, I'm going to a shisha spot, I'm hearing Little Baby. I'm seeing black, like, for me, that's why I like Atlanta, because it's kind of like,
It's like
I'm
the
seeing my
Mecca.
own people, do you know what I'm saying? So for you, how is it coming to London and not being in that environment? Or you just like it because it's different?
I think I like it because it's different. One, I've lived in Atlanta my whole life, so I want to leave anyways.
You want to leave?
Yeah, just because Atlanta's not the same as when I was 5.
Yeah, I heard
like,
it's changed.
Atlanta now has become very Hollywood, and it's very crowded now.
Okay.
So I just feel like now it's still authenticity in Atlanta, but it's not the same as when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And plus, I think after a certain amount of years, you do just kind of want to experience something new and new sights. So my time in Atlanta is coming doing it.
That's an exclusive.
So where are you going to move to? Houston?
That's actually on my
Liz,
list.
I told you.
Yes,
She said
girl,
New York. I
ever
knew I
since
was
we
right.
went to
New York or
Houston,
Houston?
I would love to live in New York. Like, that's my dream place to live, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, New York's
I'm not
ridiculous.
paying that much for a small space.
Have you seen the videos on TikTok?
I have family in New York, like, and it's too small. It's like
$2,000
I'm
for a
not paying all
closet.
that. But I love the diversity. Like, you can walk outside your block, you'll see an Asian person, a black person, an Indian person, all in the same block. That's what I love about New York. But Houston has great real estate, and the nightlife is great. And it's just, I don't know, the vibe in Houston was good. Like, have you ever went somewhere and you were just like, I could see myself here?
That's Atlanta. Well,
That's
the thing is,
Atlanta for you.
I went to LA. So when I went to LA in June and I visited my guy out there. So he's like a big fitness guy, Simeon. Then I met up with Mike Rashid and a couple other people. And then I was like, do you know what? I can live in LA. But LA, like, it's too big. As in, like, all I was doing every day was just driving from one part to another, traffic. So I'm like, could I live here? Yeah, I could, but then we flew to Atlanta, and then the moment I landed in Atlanta and I went out and I just saw it, I was like, do you know what? This is my place. But I think Houston might be, the way people are describing Houston, that might be my place.
It's similar to Atlanta, to be honest.
it's more lit to me.
Yeah.
It's like what old Atlanta used to feel like.
Everyone keeps saying that, it's more lit.
When you say old Atlanta, how far back are we getting?
Like 2011, 12, 10.
That's a
Yeah,
long
that's
time.
around,
That's a long time
around the
ago.
time that I went.
That's when I moved
That's
there.
when 2 Chainz and
Yeah.
who else was popping at the 2 Chainz, T.I.
Lil Wayne.
Young
Gucci Man.
Yeah, that's when they were popping.
Because we moved there in 2009.
Yep.
Yeah.
We moved there in 2010, so yeah.
So y'all see yourselves moving from London?
Not him, man. I don't think he doesn't really. I'm telling him, come America. Like, literally this year.
No, it's timing wise why I haven't gone.
Listen, I don't even care. I'll make the
Yeah,
time,
you don't
bro.
care. You don't care.
I don't care.
I
This
work
year, I've
every
been to America. I
weekend.
think I've been
pretty
to America like 4 or 5 times this year. I'm like, anytime I get a moment, I'm like, I'll look in my schedule. I'm like, I can do 2 weeks. I can do a week, and I'm just gone. Like,
Oh,
that's
so
it.
you're probably gonna move.
Yeah, if I get a green card, then I would. But it's just that, innit? Because even when I went to New York last time, the amount of questions the guy gave me by the passport control, like he was like, "So why are you here again?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's going, "Well, I can see you've been to LA, you've been to Atlanta, you've been to blah blah blah. Are you earning money over here? Are you working? Are you a DJ?" And I'm like, "No, like I'm just." You're on holiday, but in his mind, he's like, "No, you've been here too many times
Right.
Something.
in a short space of time. What's going on?" So that made me think, you know what? Let me just ease up because I don't want to go to
Yeah.
America and they put me in a detention and they start asking me questions.
Right.
Like,
They will do that.
when tell them obeying that. No, I don't
They're very
want that
hostile over there as well, man.
That's crazy how strict they are for you guys coming to us, but for us, we're free to like. Vroom, vroom.
shit. Yeah, UK, we don't really care like that though.
But TSA in Atlanta is so rude. Like the security at the airport in Atlanta, they're so rude.
Oh, no, they're fine, you know.
You thought so?
Yeah, they're fine with me. I swap numbers and all sorts with them. Like, I'm cool. But remember,
Maybe because he's from.
but we're UK, so that once you hear the accent, like most people in America, just as soon as they hear, "Are you from London?" Just to ask you, "How is London?" I've never been, or I have been, and it's a different conversation. So I kind of maybe get away with a lot
Yeah.
more. Whereas because you're American, they
They
might.
be like, keep it pushing.
Yeah. You got anything else, Taze?
No, I was gonna say, what I remember from going ATL so long ago was that was like the beginning of like the BBL.
BBL.
Listen, I was seeing big
That's
bums
the beginning of the
everywhere.
BBL.
In Target.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
That is one thing in America.
And
listen.
The beat, like the bodies are. It's weird though because you've got a combination. It's a mix. You've got girls with natural bodies, then you've got BBLs, but it's just everything's blurred in together. So, and
Yeah.
it's just because it's so normalized now. It is what it is, but it's just there's cheeks everywhere, bro.
But I feel like now it's being reversed. Like now it's like I think now it's kind of played out. So it's like I'm seeing a lot of girls reduce their butts.
Yeah.
Or
A lot of girls is
reduce-
getting like
yeah.
surgery and stuff,
Like,
getting smaller.
The new thing is like reducing it
Yeah,
or
yeah.
getting like a
natural
skinny
look.
one. Yeah, looking more natural. So yeah, because it's like because so many people were doing it that it wasn't
It's not hitting the
exciting
same.
anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think a lot of people are doing it bad as well in terms of like when you
Yeah.
do it, you've got to do the aftercare. You've got to wear the suit.
legs
you've got
don't
to
match.
the hamstrings don't match the
Right.
cheeks. It's mad. The cheeks are here, the hamstrings like this. So
Yeah.
No, that's just funny.
You're right over there.
No, because I'm thinking someone who's been saving money to get the BBL done. Now everyone's saying, "Oh, we're reducing it." It's like, oh man, I didn't get to do
That's
my
why
work.
you
Late
gotta
to the
love
party.
Yeah, just love
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah,
like,
love
don't be trying to
yourself.
follow every trend.
And then a lot of
especially when it comes
times
to
guys
surgery.
say it feels weird. Like certain things feel weird. Like when you're intimate with a person, like this one dude I was dating, he was like, lipo just feels weird. Like when you touch it, it feels like lumps. I'm like, really? I never felt lipo before. I need to feel some lipo.
That nigga's bugging, man.
Oh, you had some good lipo, felt good? Oh, drink to that. He said he's bugging. But I've seen girls that have lipo and their stomach look like they got lumps on it, like something like
They probably
in under the
Depends on
skin.
who they go to.
Yeah, they
I've seen
probably
some
they
nice
probably
girls
got
who
the
Yeah,
body
but like,
strong.
have you ever
Good.
seen what I'm talking about though? Like the lumps, like in
There's
their
some,
stomach.
there's
I know what you
there's a
mean.
lot of bad jobs out there. To be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
I know a girl who got, I don't know what. I think she got the lipo done, and then the doctor forgot to put her belly button back.
Oh, that's a tummy
No, did you
tuck.
see the girl who got the BBL and they stole one of
took
her
it.
Kidneys?
Yeah,
I saw that went
Yeah,
viral.
there's a lot of bad
God.
jobs out there, man.
Listen,
But I
That's
think a lot of
crazy.
people are not doing their due diligence. They're not
right.
the
they're not doing the
research.
research on the place they're going to.
Well, they ain't got
because-
the
They
money.
looking for the
They
best
wanna
deal.
go-
That's what
Yeah.
it is. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the
The
best
cheap-
deal there
Yeah,
is.
and my
But
thing
they
is,
got stuff for y'all now too. They got the enhancement
Enhancement?
I
joints.
don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I'm
They
good,
would do that.
though.
Yeah,
I'm good,
the
I'm
rapper
good,
stuck
though.
his
They
gut
got
out and got six pack, fake six
Oh,
pack.
they
Yes,
definitely getting
yes,
that.
the
Yeah.
rappers are getting
Abs.
that now too.
That's too much, man.
But it's weird. So, ladies, if a guy you're seeing like everything's fine, and you found out he had a penis enlargement, like he just said, "Yeah, I got it done like 5 years ago," and he just starts eating his breakfast
but
normally.
it's big
what's-
now.
Oh, you're fine with it?
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
I was gonna say 5
That's
years in,
weird.
it must feel
It's
natural to
weird,
me.
Yeah, but
so
you didn't know
shit.
him prior. Like,
But the fact that he
I
got
don't
it
know.
done wouldn't change your perspective on him. No.
I don't know. I feel like men that get surgery is kind of like feminine to me.
you think it's
Maybe because I'm like old school.
Do you know what it is? That's what I'm saying. The double standard is mad because,
Yeah,
for example,
definitely
I
a
can go
double
to your
standard.
house, yeah, and then, for example, you can say, "Yo, Marv, go upstairs and get me my, I don't know, my scarf from the drawer." I can open the drawer and see a vibrator. I wouldn't think nothing. I think it is what it is. If you come to my house, I say, yo, go to the drawer and get my top. If you open it and see a booty blaster 5,000.
A booty blaster.
I'm just saying, for example, if you saw something like that, yeah, in your mind, you're thinking, oh my fucking, I need to get the fuck out of here. But why is it different though? When you really think about it, break it down, because it's a sex toy for me and a sex toy for you, but it's both in the same thing. But why, when you see it with a guy, you're just like disgusted, like, oh my God, he's a weirdo. How can you have that? But then when I'm seeing some purple veiny cock in your drawer,
Because sex has always been sold as it's a thing that women do to please men. Like it's generally just been sold as that for years, for centuries. So it's like whenever we talk about the conversation of sex, sexy is always, when we think sexy, you think woman. You don't
Yeah.
think sexy man. Like your first thought is woman,
Yeah.
feminine, whatever. So I think it's just a matter of people being honest. Like honestly, everyone wants to be pleased, but people only talk about women as objects pleasing men.
yeah.
So it's just one of those things. It's like a double standard.
It's true though, because remember we had Koi on the podcast and she was like, when she was younger, sex for her was about pleasing the guy. She's like, she only got to a certain age when she realized that she was with one particular male partner and he made the sex more about her.
Yep.
And on that day she realized, oh shit, I'm involved in this. It's not just about me pleasing the guy. So I think a lot of women growing up, in their mind, it's just him nutting, pleasing him, and it's
Yeah,
not about them.
yeah.
So now you've said that. I
Most
kinda made me
women
think
lie
about
when they're having sex. Ooh, Like
I don't like
men
that,
don't,
man.
but
I
men
hate
y'all
that.
can't lie because we can see if it happened
Nah,
or
I've
not.
lied before.
In
still.
the dark, maybe, but like when the
lied.
lights on, we can see if something came out or not. Like,
I feel like
Oh,
some
yeah,
girl you
nothing
can
came
kind of know
out.
too. Like if she hella dry down there, it's like she is
I
not
mean,
feeling you.
Yeah,
Like
if you can't tell, I mean, I just feel like you're not paying attention.
yeah, true.
If a guy can't tell that a girl's not feeling it, he's just not paying attention, man.
if she not looking you in
That
your
should turn a
eyes,
man
like
off.
Yeah. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
even, I wouldn't even want to continue. You felt like you don't want to be here.
Beating a
Yeah.
dead horse.
Yeah, like what's no, man.
Beating a dead horse, literally.
No, for real.
Yeah, man.
Like, do you like it? Yeah.
Are
Now, that's what I'm saying. Those kind of,
minute.
when you see on the films when the guy's having sex with a woman and she's just there and she's like, oh, and he's in the pillow, I'm like, if I get a vibe that like she's not in a space, it will affect my vibe because I need to know you're enjoying it. If you're not, it kind of
Like,
affects
set
me.
it off when Jada Pinkett had to lay in the bed for the check.
Oh, shit. I'm in a bind.
You know? I'm just saying, she just sat there. It's like, ugh.
Is it true that Halle Berry's scene with
he loves
Billy
his
Bob
fact.
Billy Bob Thornton was a real
I
sex
heard
scene?
that on set. I was on a
I
set.
heard it was real too.
No.
And
what,
I'm
Billy
not
Bob-
gonna say what set I was on and who was the producers, but I was on a particular set years back, and someone from the crew also worked that set, and they said that they were method actors.
Nah, man, he didn't. fuck-
Bro, I'm
would be the
telling you,
reason for
Nah,
that?
Billy Bob
Like,
Thornton
they
for Halle
did.
Berry,
bro,
man.
I'm telling you, that
just
scene was
saying,
real.
that's
Make me
what
feel
they
good.
It looked very much real.
It looked
It
real,
looked
man. I'm
very
telling you,
much
I was
real.
chopping.
No, he looked real. Nah, he didn't fuck her really though.
Bro, why are you hating?
Nah, I'm upset with
Man,
that.
like Billy Bob, you know.
Nah, I'm not. Halle.
He's upset.
So
Nah, can't be beating her.
she won an award for that as well, innit?
An
I should hope
Oscar.
so after that, bro.
Boy.
Unfortunately, it took that for her to get an Oscar.
Maybe
but,
that was the deal.
mm,
Like if you
hey, if you
do it
do
for
this,
real.
You
that
fuck-
Oscar
Do it for real,
is
for real. We
yours,
got
bitch.
you fuck
We
Billy
got
Bob.
you on the back
Yeah.
end.
How you want my legs? Damn.
How'd you lot feel kissing on set?
I didn't kiss anybody.
No, I'm just saying if you had to in a
Oh.
future role.
Honestly, wouldn't mind because I feel like TV and film is supposed to be portraying real life, which is why I don't understand why people are so like to like sex scenes or intimate scenes, because that's real life. That's what really happens. You really get freaky in the bed. You really get intimate with your partner. or
What about
whatever
if you?
the case
What
may
happens if
be.
you got a partner outside? Because I've noticed with a lot of films that a lot of people that have, for example, intimate scenes, they end up hooking up later on. So you get that, for example, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, for example, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And there's a few other cases where like people have worked in close proximity for like maybe 6 months on a film, and then by the end of the film,
They start dating.
they start,
develop
or
this
maybe they don't
chemistry.
date then, but then
But
there's
they'll date
issues,
later.
and then they'll break up with their partner, and then out the blue, 2-3 months after they're dating. So I feel like, would you still be as comfortable if you had a partner there, or would it doesn't matter to you?
Yeah, to be transparent, when we started filming part 2, I had a partner.
Okay.
And I didn't know like what was going to be involved in the filming or anything yet. And we talked about it. And honestly, I feel like when you have a secure partner, it makes it easier because at the end of the day, it's a job.
Yeah.
Regardless, and I feel like any person, regardless, they're going to do what they want to do, whether you with them, whether you not. So it's kind of like, I feel like as long as you have someone that understands, okay, this is your job, I'm going to trust you, and they're not on your ass every day, like calling you on set and stuff like, bro, I'm at work, don't be doing that. Then I feel like you're kind of more at ease. I feel like most people cheat when there's some type of insecurities. Like,
The reason I asked that is because I can't remember what the name of the film is, but there's a film with Cassie and Terrence. What's his name again?
Terrence
The
Howard.
Perfect Match, that movie.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I love that
'Cause
movie.
there's a scene where Cassie goes into the toilet, innit?
Yeah.
Like, there's a sexy scene. Like she comes out,
They
she
had
goes
a lot
toilet.
of sex scenes.
She comes out of the toilet and puts the knickers in man's hand and says, "Yeah, join me." And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo!" But apparently he had to call Diddy every time to say, "Yo, is this okay? Is that okay?" And Diddy needed to see the movie first.
See,
Yeah,
that's
because
too
of Cassie.
much to me.
Yeah, because of how sexy Cassie was in that film. He had to see everything before they put it out.
Is that a fact or hearsay?
No, he was with Cassie at the time, and what's his name again? Terrence J.
Terrence J,
Yeah,
yeah.
he said it. He said, yeah, Diddy was just checking in to make sure that obviously that's Diddy, big homie, had to respect it, blah blah. But
It's a film, bro.
yeah,
I
it's
understand,
Diddy, innit?
honestly, like one conversation, also probably because they know each other, but it shouldn't have to be a continuous
You
thing.
interfering.
Like,
Interfering in my job,
No.
like no.
Man said, you bugging, nigga.
I'm sure Cassie couldn't do that.
it's kind of like
I'm
if
sure
you
she
date a
couldn't be
rapper,
like,
you
who's
know
on
he's
that
going to be
set?
around a lot of women.
Mm.
Or even like an athlete, like he's going to be around a lot of women. If you're acting, there's a chance you might have an intimate scene with somebody.
That's why, if you notice, a lot of actors and actresses in Hollywood, like the big name, they don't really find. A lot of them, it's hard for them to find love. Like for real, if you notice, like a lot of actresses, they kind of like float around and they don't really.
Or they date the same
It's
people.
hard. It really is. I've had people. I dated a guy before who we were actually engaged, and he was like, we were watching, what was it, Queen of Sugar, you know the movie? And there was this beautiful intimate scene that they had in the car, and I just thought the cinematography was so beautiful, the way it was lit, their skin tones, like everything. And I was like, that is so beautiful. And he's like, would you do that like in our relationship? And I'm like, do what? He's like, would you have a scene like that and still do it? I said, it's our bed that, like, I love what I do. So I'm never going to choose I'm never going to, like, put my art down for a relationship, ever. I want to incorporate you, but I'm never going to, like, that's never, it was before you, it's going to be after you. And so I've had problems in my relationships because of acting and who you want to say, and you with this person. Like, I've had so many problems with that. So it's just like, you got to be with somebody who's so secure. And then it helps if, not that they're in your industry, but that they're also in an industry that requires a lot of women to be around the way, because then they understand, like, babe, I understand. I do the same thing, like, and it's cool.
Gabrielle.
You know?
I was going to ask you that. So I think the last question is to round up is, like, do you find that it's hard to date because for men tend to want to be the providers, they want to tend to be the guy who, in a relationship, like, I'm the guy. But technically speaking, if you lot are, not, I can't say the guy, but you're doing really well for yourselves as women in a relationship, do you find that guys are a bit deterred by that, insecure by that, or is it affected your dating patterns? Because you just said basically just now that I'm choosing my art over anything, and you have to understand where I'm coming from. So that's an obstacle that obviously you're going to face within your dating life.
Yeah.
Has anyone else experienced anything like that? Or
I feel like this is why I like being transparent from the beginning, because then it saves you a lot of time. I feel like once you lay everything out, that first date y'all hang out, like, you know, this is what I do, this is, tell me what you do, and now y'all kind of have an understanding of each other's lifestyle, and now you can decide whether or not, you know, I can deal with this or not. So I feel like that saves a lot of time. But it's a lot of men who are intimidated by a woman's success, but it's also a lot of men who are looking for a woman who is successful, because nowadays it's a lot of women just looking for a man to take care of them, not for a woman to have her own stuff. So I think now it's actually a lot of men looking for an independent woman.
I agree.
At least to take seriously, to just have sex with.
To be with or use.
To be with.
Okay,
like,
cool,
to have sex with, they can damn near have sex with anybody. It's a whole bunch of girls throwing booty and puss around. But, like, to actually settle down with, it's like now men, because now the stigma, unfortunately, due to social media, it's you need to find a man to just take care of you. You don't have to have your own shit. Just keep bouncing from nigga to nigga. Like, that's going to take care of you. So now it's like a turn on when, oh, she got her own money. She not asking me for money. Now I'm going to just go out my way to do X, Y, and Z.
Because she could do it for herself.
And it's weird because I feel like a lot of women don't, well, not a lot of women, but some women who just want men to look after them. They don't realize that the guys who actually get their own, they want to look after a woman who has her own.
Who has her own.
But I feel like that message is missed.
For yourself, I've had more good experiences with guys seeing me like, even when I was working a 9-to-5, like, regular hotel job before acting or anything, like, I had guys look at me that had money and was like, damn, you busting your ass going to work every day, you doing this for work instead of working at the club, or you know, like, and want to give me, yo, let me help you do this, and I've caught more, what is the saying, more bees with honey than vinegar, like, and then if you just sit there and you're like, oh, I'm just a prop and I just want to look good, then you will just be a prop, and that will be it. Like, there's no partnership, you know? I think the older you get as a woman, you really do yearn for a partnership.
Because I think men actually naturally just want to look after women or the woman they care about. But I think with society nowadays, a lot of men feel like they might be getting used. So the moment they hear something from a woman that says, what can you do for me? You kind of like, do you know what? Even if I've got the money. Whereas if a woman doesn't ask for nothing, you'll just end up, you always pay, or because in your mind you're like, she's not trying to get anything from me.
It's prostitution. Exactly. It's like a different form of prostitution. Like, we call it what we want.
We're not allowed to say that though.
Really?
As men, we're not allowed to say anything, you know? We just have to mind our business.
No, you're allowed to speak your truth, respectfully.
It's women's business, that's what you say.
It's women's business.
You're a grown man.
Yeah. Well, men get, there's some, it works on both sides. It works on both sides. I've seen men use women a lot of times.
That's a new trend.
Yeah, there's so many men on Tinder and all these apps. Like, I've heard women say, I've got conned out of $30,000. And then they come on social media, like the Shade Room and all these pages, and tell the story. Then there'll be women in the comments that knew the same guy that did the same thing.
But How do I get 30,000 out of you?
Please,
Because
please.
if
Tinder
you're,
swindler.
I don't know how it happened. It wasn't me.
No,
I'll never
but
be
you see
me.
what I'm saying? How do you get
The
30,000?
thing is, some of
out?
these men be looking established. They be looking like they have money. When they meet a woman, like the main
Yeah.
target sometimes is single mothers too, because they know single mothers have
Stability.
this drive and they want not even stability, they want more because they have this foundation they have to
Yeah,
provide.
so they wanna
So
settle
when
down.
they see a woman, especially a single mother like that they know, okay, she has a little drive, they see them as a target. So when they get them as a target and they're coming all flashy or they're educated or da-da-da-da, and they're like, okay, well, let me help you out. Let me make what you have bigger than what you have because I'm already big. So he's selling this image. So when a woman falls into that trap and she's like, okay, he has big and I'm using my own money. So I'm imagining that I'm gonna get this return that's double or triple, and that's when the scam comes.
Yeah, it's like desperation.
Yeah, yeah, very desperate.
Did y'all watch the
very
Tinder
much
Swindler?
desperate.
Yeah,
I've seen
I
that.
didn't get it. Do you know why? No, wait. The first girl, yeah. How did it play out? They went on a date.
He like flew her out and
No,
stuff,
wait. He went on a date. Yeah. He goes, you know what? The date's going well. I need to go somewhere. Follow me. That's when they went to the plane. Before they boarded the plane, who was there? Another woman with his child. That's where I would have said, you know what? Red flag. Who is this woman? Oh, it's just. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that did
Is this
happen.
real?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I
exactly
didn't
what
see
happened.
it. I didn't
That
watch
was
it
the red
either.
flag.
No, but Taze,
He jumped on the plane.
No, remember, but the red flag wasn't big enough. The red flag wasn't bigger than the plane.
What's
Right.
Yeah, cool. So
That's the
that's
problem.
like,
that's
her problem.
So
then. I can't feel sorry for
she
her.
saw the red flag, but the plane was bigger. So
I
she's like, you
can't
know what?
lie to you. I can't
That's
feel
a
sorry for her.
bar. That is a
I can't feel sorry for her. then.
bar.
Because think about it the other way around. So you're on a date. I'm on a date with a woman, and she's got loads of money. She's telling me, "Yo, boom, 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 whatever. Follow me somewhere. We're just flying from ATL to New York." I get there. The father of her child is there with the baby. I'm
But
like,
how do you know it's the father? She said that to you, or
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
a
like,
man
'cause
and a kid?
I'm asking questions like, what's,
Just stop.
Yeah.
I don't mind him. That he's just here because he's looking after my child.
But why is he here?
Like, do you know what I mean? And there's a whole crew. Like,
See,
I didn't feel sorry for the first one.
difference with me, I'm still getting the plane if the dad's there. I'm still getting
I'm
the
getting on
plane
this
because I want what I
private
want, but you ain't getting 30,000.
what do you want, though?
No, but you ain't getting 30,000 at me.
Yeah.
As in, like, I'm getting the plane, but you can't say, "Oh, borrow me." Nah. I'm enjoying the trip.
Yeah, but that's
I'm purely here for the air miles.
I'm here for the vibe.
Actually, daddy, they on the trip too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
I think it's the second or the third woman I felt sorry for because she was actually a friend.
Oh.
And it was like, she saw him
I
as like,
remember that.
yeah, so she saw him as like a rich guy and he used to call her and say, oh, by the way, I need an extra 20 to sort out something. And she believed in him. So I understand that one. I'm just helping out a friend. But the first one, nah, don't feel sorry for her.
me personally, when it comes to dating, yeah, a guy asking a woman for money in general is a huge red flag. Because in my life, I've never asked a woman for money ever.
I have.
Never. Not like a mum or like a sister.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm talking about like a woman you've met or you're dating. I've never asked a woman for money because for me it's like I'd rather do. Let me not sound toxic and be like I'd rather do something else, but I'd rather do something else as opposed to ask a lady for money. So with I think a lot of women, once a dude asks you for money, it should ring a bell straight away. Like even if you've got a guy around you, like a male friend, a cousin, a brother, just ask him. Do you know what? Like hypothetically speaking, it's just maybe. Don't make it sound like it's for you because I think maybe that's where maybe some ladies get caught up. Just ask for, I've got this friend and I've given her advice, but I want to know what you think as a man. If a guy asks you for money, just ask guys. And most guys that are sound will tell you, listen, if a dude asks for money, he's not for you. Especially at the beginning stage. Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of women, because they're so engrossed in this whole, he might be the one, I think he might, they just forget everything. Because when a woman loves or likes, she loves or likes very hard.
Also,
You know what I'm saying?
I think another thing that we've got to take into consideration, because I don't think a lot of people tell give you the full context on social media. There's a lot of women who sometimes they're just happy to be chosen.
Yeah.
So it's like, I got a man. Like I've been trying for like 2 years. I finally got one. So when that one
I don't
asks,
get that. I'd rather be single than be used.
Nah, I met some women like that.
30
Especially like
grand
they've
down.
been waiting to get married.
Yeah.
They've been waiting to have a baby, and they're in their late 30s.
So they just see it as an
Damn,
investment.
I want to start a family like before it's not too late. But like some of them don't want to be like super old parents when
and
they
then
start a family.
yeah. So if they
I've
see a
seen women
guy
like that.
and it looks like, oh, this is just a minor bump in the road, and he's asking you for $5,000. Yeah, he's using it to start his business or whatever, but before you know it, 6 months in,
He's gone.
you're in debt.
Let
It's
me
gone.
flip your taxes.
People try to manipulate your mind. Like,
I know a man who can.
Anyway, ladies, thank you for coming down. We appreciate you so we can find the film on Amazon, right?
Yeah, Secret
Yes.
Society
1
on
and 2.
Amazon, both parts. Yeah.